This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Hey, life's a risk, carnal.
Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
I do a great impression of a hot dog.
Billy likes to drink soda.
So am I to understand that you men completed your training on your own?
That's the fact, Jack!
Come on, seriously, who is that?
I only came here to do two things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer.
What's going on, everybody? This is Lucky the Dork Dad, and this is Now Watch This. And with me, as always, the fact man, the fact checker, the note taker, Sloppy Joe. What is this?
I don't know. I heard that one, and I saw that one got a lot of votes, and I want to give the fans what they want, but I really don't like Sloppy Joe.
Guys, for those listening, we do have a Facebook group called the Now Watch This Watchers, where we put up a poll where we need to give Joe a nickname, and so far in the lead is Sloppy Joe, but if you have other suggestions, put them out there. And let's
Chuck's determined to be like, it's the sauce with Sloppy Joe. I'm like, no.
I like J Mart, but you said that's your son's nickname.
Well, yeah, that's what, it was weird. We go around his baseball team that I coach and that we play with. Everyone calls him Johnny for the longest time, which we've always been Jonathan with him, but everyone on the baseball team calls him Johnny. So during the summer, he's Johnny. When he got to East Central and played football and baseball, the coaches call him J Mart. So everyone freaking knows him as J Mart over there, which is kind of foreign to us too. But I can't go with J Mart. Yeah.
I like J Mart.
I always liked Little Joe. Like, I know it's very common and everything like that, but when I grew up playing football, my coach called me Little Joe Cartwright, which is from Bonanza, I think it was.
Okay.
Or Bonanza or Gunsmoke, one of those shows from back in the day.
I was gordito, so they called me Haas. Right, and that's a character too, Big Haas.
And like my dad was Joe, so for the longest time they called me Baby Joe as well. I never liked that
Baby
shit.
Joe, Little Joe.
You know how it is in your family. No one in your family calls you by your name,
no,
and when they do, it's fucking awkward as hell.
It's like, what?
What'd you call me?
It's like if I call my wife by her name, she's like, "Are you okay? Are you mad at me?
You're mad?" Yeah. I don't remember the last time I called my wife Jennifer.
She's like, "Why did you call me by my name?"
Yeah, and then even us with our kids, it's like when you say their whole name, that's it. Yeah, fuck that. You know you're in trouble then.
My wife calls them by their middle name too. Like, oh no,
yeah,
you're in trouble. Yeah. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about zombies.
Yeah, and this movie is like, as you guys know, in our format, we when we hit up a movie, we want to talk about the movie. We want to talk about stuff that's related to it. You didn't hear our episode last week. We had a Danny DeVito episode, and we talked his movies, and then we went into the Renaissance Man movie. The movie we're covering today, Army of the Dead, bro. It's a Zack Snyder movie, so it's running long. So we're gonna get into it pretty early here.
This just came out, so spoilers. Anybody that hasn't seen it, or if you don't care,
because we're gonna spoil the fuck out of this movie.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this movie. Yeah, so zombies. What was your first introduction, the first love of zombies?
Well, before we
love zombies?
Yeah. No, I do, and I'll get into it. But before we get into that, Lucky, did you watch anything this week or? No, you're on nights, man. It's hard to get into stuff.
I watched nothing besides this. I watched the episode they were supposed to do with Jerry on his Christmas podcast. But
the Fraggle Rock episode.
Yeah. Which we're still trying to get our schedules.
Yeah, totally rad Christmas coming up. We're going to have a Fraggle Rock episode. Spoilers on that, too.
I started watching this show on Netflix. If anybody listens to the Boys with Their Toys podcast, there's a guy on there, Chubbs. He goes by Chubbs. Justin Martinez goes. He talks about this show, Kim's Convenience. It's like this Korean convenience store. I don't know. I get a kick out of it. You know what's crazy? Talking about watching crazy stuff. My kids and my wife, they're into Survivor right now.
Yeah. The old Survivor? I mean, or there's new episodes?
I don't know if there's any new seasons, but remember when it snowed, right?
Yeah.
And everybody was kind of trapped in their house and everything. I don't know why my daughter, I don't know if someone told her about Survivor, but she started watching it when we were all snowed in.
Yeah.
And like now the whole families, they've been watching it like all the seasons. That's like the weirdest thing.
Did you ever get into it?
I was never into it.
No?
But like now my wife and my kids are all like experts. They're like, oh, you don't know Boston Rob and you don't know that Harvard. I don't know these people.
I remember the first maybe few seasons we watched. My wife and I are Big Brother watchers. That's our kind of guilty pleasure show is that Big Brother show. Did you ever see that one?
I never watched that either.
Oh my God. Yeah, we got into that one and we're still into it, man. We watch that show every season. But Survivor, not so much.
Yeah, it's weird. They're into it. They're still watching it. They want to watch all the seasons. Just crazy. I think there's like 30 seasons.
I didn't get to get into too much this week, but I saw a lot of trailers for stuff coming out, which I'm excited about, and it's what made me see the Army of the Dead trailer that came out, and then I was like, oh shit, that's coming out this weekend. Maybe let's cover that.
Yeah.
But Quiet Place 2 is coming out.
Quiet Place 2. Yeah.
That shit looks good, man.
Things are starting to roll out. I mean, things are getting people are getting a little more comfortable now.
Dude, like
my son is graduating on Friday, so
yeah.
Congratulations, making me feel real old. Just until this week they announced. Well, before this week they said you can bring 9 people, and there was going to be tickets, and you had to assign seating and all this. And they just announced this past week that that's off the table. Now it's just anybody who wants to come.
Yeah.
Seats are first come, first serve. It's like, okay, I guess.
I don't. Yeah, you're seeing more and more stuff. It's people out, not masked up, and places not requiring the mask anymore. I don't know. I'm still being careful, but at the same time, like I'm fully vaccinated. My wife is as well. We're getting the kids vaccinated, so except for my daughter. But the ones that are approved, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I still mask up even though I'm vaccinated.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are getting a little more comfortable.
Work, they're still keeping us fully masked.
Yeah, work, for sure.
Yeah.
At least where I'm at, because, we got lots of people.
Fuck yeah. I didn't get to see anything this week, but I did. I saw last night. I'm a big Saturday Night Live fan, and last night was their final episode of the season. I really love fucking the Weekend Update crew that they have right now. That shit was funny. And then 4 of their people, I think it was their last show. So that was pretty good.
They're moving on to bigger and better things, hopefully.
Yeah, it's they always have the cast, come and go and changing players and stuff like that. And so I got into that last night. I watched that last episode and I started watching some of their stuff. But I did go over some zombie movies, man.
All right, let's hit it, man. Zombies, movies, TV shows.
What's your first or first time getting into zombie movies? Do you remember or your first thing that you liked?
We always remember the OGs, right?
Yeah.
So like Night of the Living Dead and all those.
Yeah.
Which I knew they were there. I think I've probably seen them here and there, but really not until Walking Dead, I think.
That you really started getting into it?
I really started getting into zombies themselves. Just Walking Dead was just, it blew everybody out the water when it first came out,
Yeah. I think for me, probably the first hit of zombies was the Thriller video. Back in the day, you remember that shit?
That's right.
When they start coming out and during Vincent Price's rap and darkness falls across the land, and then they all start fucking coming out of the grave and shit like that.
And the look of those zombies carries on still, I think.
Oh yeah, they had Rick Baker was designing everything for it. So hell yeah, those were classic, man. And then I remember in the 80s they had that Return of the Living Dead movie.
Yeah,
you remember that one? Like I watch it now and I'm like, how the fuck were they letting me watch this shit at 8 years old? That chick gets eaten by the zombies in the beginning of the movie, or in the graveyard where she's dancing fucking naked for some reason. I really like that movie. And then I think as a kid growing up, that movie got me into the older movies, the Night of the Living Dead, the Dawn of the Dead, and Day of the Dead, the originals.
Which was Zack Snyder did the
remake, the Dawn of the Dead remake.
Dawn of the Dead.
And that was our introduction to Zack Snyder, right? Back in the day. That was his first big deal, and then he came out. Now he said that this movie that we're checking out today, it's not in line with that movie at all or anything like that. But there's a lot of throwbacks that I saw watching this movie.
Did you watch
the
little making of at the end?
No, I didn't check that out.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
It's good.
Yeah, I'll talk about some stuff.
Is Walking Dead your favorite zombie? TV show?
Well, I don't know what are TV shows, right? There's like
I think it's
iZombie,
that one. Yeah.
The Disney show movie Zombies. But as far as TV, I would say yes.
Yeah, Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. And I liked the first spinoff, Fear of the Walking Dead. I mean, the early seasons, I kind of got into it. And I have to be honest, I love Walking Dead, and I just have not caught up with this current season.
Yeah,
I feel bad because I was like a huge Walking Dead fan.
Well, I would fight shit. You sit in here, dude. You see it. It's everywhere.
I would get into fights because people would be like, "Oh, it's not good anymore," and this and that, and I'm like, "No, it is," and I haven't watched it. So
well, there was a lot of people that were like, after the prison, I was done, and then there were people like, well, after Negan, I was done. Me, when Rick Grimes left, I didn't keep up as much afterwards. I think Rick was big for me.
That's what did it for me too, I think.
But I liked it. I read a few of the books in the beginning just because I was a fan. But for me, I think you're right. Like, best TV show by far is The Walking Dead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Movie wise,
there's a lot of zombie movies. What was it? World War Z, the fast zombies. Man, that's pretty good. But I think my favorite zombie movie is this Korean movie. I don't know if you've seen it. It's called Train to Busan.
Train to Busan, yeah.
Yeah, I always want to say...
I've never seen it, but I know what it is.
I always want to say Train to Busan. But it's Train to Busan. That's a great movie. I mean, if you don't mind reading the subtitles, I don't know if there's a subbed or a dubbed version out there or not, but it's good.
I don't know, dude. Like, I've never been a foreign movie like real fan.
Me either. Like, I complain to my kids that I can't watch the subtitles on their anime, but I watched it on this movie, and
good.
It's a good movie. You got to watch it. There is a sequel. I think it's Peninsula or something like that, but I haven't watched that. But they say it's not as good.
Well, I remember growing up in the 80s, right? Like, there was, like I talked about the Return of the Living Dead movie. Night of the Comet was one. If you remember that one, Jerry actually covers it on Totally Rad Christmas because it happens around
Christmas time.
Yeah, it happens during Christmas time. So, Jerry, man, he's always looking for that tie-in. But Night of the Living Dead came out in the 90s. If you remember, they remade it, and I think I didn't have. I had cable, I guess, at times when we connected it ourselves. But I remember that one coming out a lot, the remake, and I really loved that movie. But as we got older, they had the Dawn of the Dead remake that brought everything back. Then Shaun of the Dead was one of my favorites.
Oh yeah,
Shaun of the Dead, and they introduced us to those guys. But it wasn't until like 28 weeks later, those movies where you saw those zombies that were fucking badass. And
I don't know what
coming
first.
All quick.
I don't know if Walking Dead comics came out or 28 days later came out.
Yeah, it was very similar, right?
Yeah, the beginning is very similar.
Yeah.
where the guy wakes up in a hospital and everything's just gone to shit.
And then the thing was a little bit different was that they were in London, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I like the World War Z movie. I really do. I don't. I mean, it's not great and nothing like that, but I like everything about it. Thing about it was I love the World War Z book, and it's
Really?
fucking nothing like it, bro.
Yeah, they always say the book's better.
Yeah. The book is so fucking good, and I just want to talk about that a little bit because that was classic for me. What came after that book is they had a guide to the zombie apocalypse or something like that, or how to survive the zombie apocalypse. Same author, and dude, it's if you ever read that book, I have it somewhere. But if you ever read that book, in the back of the book, there's this zombie stories book, and it basically goes from the beginning of time, or not even the beginning of time. We started fucking writing shit down, and it's stories from then. And I know it's all fake, but it's written real. Like the whole book is a survivor's guide. So it's written real. And in the back, it's these written stories, and it goes, like I said, like from the 1500s, 1600s, up until the day the book's written. All these stories, and they link. Each story links in time to, how the zombie apocalypse can start and stuff like that. And man, I highly recommend someone reading that. I know there's a hardback came out of the stories themselves, which was pretty good. I used to have to hide it in my house because I think there's some tits in it or something. But man, that fucking book is so awesome, and those stories are so awesome. And I've seen movies that have come out that you can tell they've pulled from some of those stories, like the movie Quarantine. Mm-hmm. Remember that one?
I didn't see it,
but okay, that one, it's like they're stuck in an apartment building and stuff like that, and it's pretty. It's almost unfound footage. Like that one's pretty good. But man, those stories need to be told. Like we need movies of those stories. That's why, like, when the World War Z movie came out, I was like, oh my god, they're gonna fucking do it. It's nothing like the book at all. It's not. There's no Brad Pitt character in the book. Like it
never is. It's like Walking Dead comics. I mean,
yeah,
they go into crazy stuff
yeah.
in the comics, and it wouldn't pay out on TV. But just trying to think of some other zombie movies. Have you ever seen? There's a Netflix movie came out a few years ago called Cargo.
No.
That one, it got me. I mean, I like it. Not a lot of people like it, but see, 2018. It's about this family, there's a husband, wife, and a baby, and the mom gets killed, or she turns, and the dad has to kill her. And so, but in the middle of all that, I think the dad gets bitten.
Yeah.
So he's on a quest with his baby to trying to find someone to take care of his baby before he turns. It's crazy, and it's like all in Australia, so it's kind of
it's like kind of a foreign too.
Yeah, it's cool. It's weird,
yeah.
And it's a different kind of zombie story, but that one's real good too.
And that's what you're finding nowadays too. Is a lot of these they're not necessarily foreign movies, but they're made abroad, and they're just taking old stuff that we did here and doing it there. Like I know when Night of the Living Dead came out, then they made the Italian movies, the zombie movies there, and those, man, they just raised it to another level. And then that's when they came back and did Dawn of the Dead. To round those movies out, they had a Land of the Dead movie, which a lot of people don't like, but I really like that movie. That was maybe early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. John Leguizamo's in that movie. I want to say Thomas Jane is as well, which I don't know why I'm a big fucking Tom Jane fan. I liked his Punisher. Fuck everyone. But then Zombieland came out. Yeah, remember that one? Zombieland. And that's the thing too, it's the zombie movies, they touch a lot of the stuff, like, they're political movies kind of they hit, you know, they kind of throw that backdoor political stuff at you. But at the same time, you know, there's a movie with they have a lot of how do you say? They have a lot of emotion sometimes, but they can hit that comedy level too. It's like, you know, we talked about baseball movies the other day.
Yeah.
You know, they those movies that can touch all of those things, and you know, zombie movies can.
Yeah, I mean that's what I like. It's like, and Zack Snyder talks about it in, like I said, the making of this movie. That he doesn't straight out say it, but he pretty much says, you know, the zombie genre is played out already. It's you have to try to make it different, and I like all these different spins, like Zombieland. You know, you can even consider Resident Evil, right? Zombie movie.
Well, I didn't put it in the zombie category, but yeah, I mean, they're zombies basically.
Did you ever see another Netflix show called Daybreak?
No.
That was another kind of cool spin on it. I thought there was.
It's a foreign show, kind of, right?
No.
Okay.
But it's weird because like all the adults are zombies and the kids aren't, and it's kind of a cool. I mean, it's a little weird, it's a little out there, but you know, I like it just because I like zombies. But
there's you know, you talked about Survivor earlier. There's a show called The Colony that I only remember it doing a couple of seasons, but it was basically like a Survivor type show that was basically dealt with being in the apocalypse and shit, and having to survive.
I guess I'm just gonna start this movie because it's
let's get into it, man.
But we like zombie movies.
Yeah.
So
Night of the Living Dead, the 90s remake, man, that was a great movie for me. And Night of the Living Dead too, like even the original, if you go back, that movie fucking plays now like good. Like it's good.
And you know, we're not experts. I'm sure people listening are probably like, "Oh, what about this? What about that?" Yeah, there's a lot of zombie stuff out there. We get it. We can't watch it all.
Yeah.
If you have any recommendations of some good stuff, lay it on us.
Yes, please, man. I like that. There's been a lot more contributions to the Facebook group, and people chiming in and talking in there, and even suggesting some things. So please, man, guys, keep it coming.
When we're finishing up here, I'll go over some of the comments that people left about this movie. So.
And actually, I think we're gonna talk about what we'll drop some hints as to what we're getting into possibly next weekend.
Yeah.
The start of this movie, again, it's rated R. I didn't know that, people. So
yes, this is not a kids movie.
No,
or at least a couple of scenes. I think the rest ain't that bad.
Well, yeah, and I like this talking about where they're coming from, but why the fuck would you be driving that stupid if you're driving what you're talking about, where you're driving from? They're carrying a secret container from Area 51.
This is what got me thinking. It's like I know Zack Snyder wanted to put some spin on the whole zombie thing.
Yeah.
But it makes you think, okay, they're coming from Area 51. Is this something we created? Is it an alien?
Yeah.
It's bizarre. But yeah, we got this, what do you call it?
The cargo.
The cargo.
But you know,
they take, I'm losing my words here.
Well, it's a
convoy.
Yeah,
convoy.
It's a convoy, and it's specifically a 4-car convoy, right? Because again, it's Zack Snyder, so there's Easter eggs abound everywhere. You know, there's references and stuff like that. But it's got four cars, right? The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. You know, they talk in code there as they do in the army, and then you know, they talk about the payload, and you see, you know, right away what's coming. Now they're coming from Area 51, so it's telling you some funky shit. Did you notice the 2 lights in the beginning?
I didn't until I started looking at stuff afterwards. They're saying that, you know, they're aliens, whatever.
Well, yeah, because it was in the beginning, as the convoy is getting started, there's, I guess, 2 blips go by real quick, and you see, like, it's basically 2 UFOs, right? And again, they're coming from Area 51, so there's some alien DNA in there somewhere. Something's going on.
Yeah. in the movie, in the beginning, there was a couple driving. They just got married. And there's something going on in the car. They get distracted. And the convoy gets distracted because they're arguing about, what could possibly be in the payload. And boom, they have a wreck. And so they're radioing in. They're like, hey, the payload, the cage is open or whatever. Yeah. And they're like, you need to run. Get out of there now.
Yeah, and they're telling them, and again, they don't hear, and he's saying, get out of there, get away. Dude, I see this shit, and I'm fucking running right away. Fuck, again, I said in the past episode, if you see me running, you better start running because I ain't running for nothing. So, like, they try to get away, and this, basically this, what's called an alpha zombie, for lack of a better term, comes out because they talk about it. Comes out of the cargo. Later on, he goes by a name. Everyone, they call him Zeus, right?
Zeus, yeah.
Because of the place where he stays. But he comes out, man, and he's the alpha. So they say he's the alpha, and if he bites you, basically he makes you one of these alpha type zombies.
I got like vampire vibes out of this.
Yeah.
Like if the main vampire bites you, you become a vampire. Otherwise, you're just dog meat.
Yeah, so they come out and of course, he's takes this group out, without hesitation, and because they're right in Area 51, they come in right by Vegas.
Yeah, right near Vegas. He kills the convoy and then he looks over the hill and you just see the Las Vegas Strip.
And you see, like, Zeus, he's not necessarily a Walking Dead, right? Like, he looks like some kind of monster or something, but you see, like, he had wires coming out of him. So they were doing some kind of experimentation with him. He's got dog tags, so he's probably a former soldier. And he turns these guys pretty quickly here. And as you see, they're coming around the horizon, and what's waiting for him but the City of Lights. You ever been to Vegas?
I've been to Vegas. It's been a while.
Yeah. We've never gone, man. We're not fucking gamblers. So.
Shoot, so it's been a real long time. I think my son wasn't even 2 years old, and now he's graduating.
Oh, shit, yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, I remember walking through the casinos, holding him. And just walking through as we're going somewhere else, and they're like, "Hey, you got to get him out of here," because the whole, you can't have any minors in the gambling area. It's like they're real strict on that in Vegas.
So it come across here, and they're about to descend upon Vegas, and this whole opening sequence is basically, going through that, and it's got a lot of cool stuff going on, and there's a lot of people that said, "Hey, man, this opening sequence is probably one of the best parts in the whole damn movie."
Yeah, it's funny. You get the whole, dancers and
zombie dancers,
like all the personnel. You see, like dancers. You see Elvis impersonators. You see everybody that you would think of when you think of Vegas.
Yes,
you see turn into zombies.
And there's of course the gamblers there, and there's a guy. He don't care what the fuck's going on. All the screaming. He just won, so he's staying. Everyone else is running. They did staying, and and no one pays attention to what the hell's going on. But that's the way I hear about it being in Vegas. It's like everyone's kind of just focused on what they're doing. No one's worried about anything else.
Yeah,
They're just fucking
what happens
doing
in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
And you got the Zeus, the alpha zombie, if you will, taking a look at. I don't think this is a real casino, right? The Olympus.
No. It's a fake casino. But you see where later on when we run into Zeus and people are like, oh, of course Zack Snyder had to have him wearing a cape. He's not really wearing a cape. He's trying to dress like the Zeus statue was there. So that's what's going on.
I get it now. And we get this montage of all these badass people kicking ass.
Kind of where they came from and everything like that. Now, my wife tells me, is like, well, yeah, that was, Bautista's wife and kid. I was like, no, that's not them.
No, I think she was blonde in the movie.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of cool. It's like, I guess like the major players.
Yeah.
during this whole montage, there's like a scene where like they show him with the backdrop holding a picture. It's just kind of something artsy, I guess. Zack Snyder wanted to do.
It's Zack Snyder, man. And like their bit, so yeah.
I like it. They're like, they don't play around, right? You see this couple in a car. They're like, help me, and she sees that he's bit. Boom! She just blows him away. Sorry.
Now this is fucked up, man. I saw this part where they, the army, I guess, parachuted people in. That dude just he's fucking going slowly down into a horde of zombies, man. Ain't shit he can do.
Guess we can talk about the cast. So the lead, pretty much, Dave Bautista,
former WWE guy.
Yeah, Drax for those Marvel heads.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm for those wrestling fans that listen, they ain't gonna have no AEW guys in movies. Okay?
But I really like his character. I like him in this movie.
Yeah.
Some people don't think he can lead a movie, but I thought it was pretty good.
That was the thing too. Is like when I first saw that this movie was coming out, I knew that he was in it. I didn't know that he was the main dude.
Yeah. We have his daughter in the movie, played by Ella Purnell. Mm-hmm. I knew she looked familiar, but I couldn't think of what she came out in. But did you ever see Miss Pettigreen's what was it, Home for Particular Children?
No. She's in that?
She's in that movie. So I know I've seen her before. But it's not a bad movie. Yeah. There's a character named Maria. And again, it's like, where have I seen this girl before? She looks real familiar. And I'm like, where is she from? And turns out she is the nun from Nacho Libre.
Oh, nombre.
Yeah. I was like, I knew I'd seen her before. So that's cool to see her in a movie like this.
Yeah. Okay, now who are these two? Are they related to him?
I don't
know. That it? That wasn't his wife and is that his wife and kid?
I don't think so. I could be wrong. I don't know if they ever say. But there's this whole sequence, this opening sequence. They're pretty much in Vegas, and they're
kind of showing how the government quarantined everybody.
Yeah. So
basically, him and these people, they were in a group that got people out of there, right? They were.
They put shipping containers around the whole strip.
Yeah.
And locked all the zombies inside, which is. That would take a lot of shipping containers.
It would take.
It's a movie, though, right?
Yeah. You got to suspend belief a little bit. And that was one of the comments that one of our watchers said. He's like, one, it's a little hard to believe that the government would be able to contain it to just Vegas.
And we're going to need all these shipping containers in the desert. You're not near the dock anywhere.
Yeah.
And the strip is at least 3-4 miles. Yeah. I don't know. I would think. I don't know for sure. I'm lying.
And then, so, okay, they start showing what's going on, and they're talking about how they're going to end up nuking Vegas.
Yeah. It's funny. It's like they contained him, and it seems like everybody else in the world is fine. They're just, okay, there's zombies in Vegas. They don't go to Vegas anymore.
They're on the desert, man. They ain't going to hurt us.
And Batista, after he did what he did to control everything, he's working at a diner. The Lucky something.
Oh, I knew you would catch on to that.
It was a Lucky something.
I got my own diner.
Lucky Burger? I don't know what it is. And like everything on our show, comes full circle. We get this guy. What's his name? Tanaka?
He's Bly Tanaka in this movie, but he is Scorpion.
Scorpion from the latest Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah. And so he comes in and basically you find out like he's working on a deal, and it's what turned this movie into a little bit of a heist movie,
which I love.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of the Ocean's movies.
Yeah, man.
The Ocean's 11, 12, 13.
I got Ocean's vibe early on.
Yeah.
I think early on this movie is looking really, really good.
And that's what I felt like. I said, they made an Ocean's zombie movie, which is badass. Yeah, I'm there.
But yeah, so Tanaka's telling him, I guess he had a casino And here he got reimbursed for all of the cash through insurance that he had there in the casino. But he's saying there's over $200 million just sitting there. And the government's going to blow Las Vegas up. So I want you to go in there and go get that $200 million.
And basically, you know, because of where Bautista came from, that's what they did, right? Is that they went into the zombie zone. They saved people. So he wants them to go on one last run, put a team together, and go save my money.
Yeah, he's like, just go in and out, you know, kill a few zombies on the way, no problem. To me, I don't know. To me, I think 200 million seems a little low. I think Vegas would have had more cash. I don't know.
Well, what? No, it was like what 180 million that they stole in Ocean. So, you know,
I guess
that's pretty. And it was two put together, but that's what I thought here is that basically they made it into kind of an Ocean's movie. So he's got to go put his team together. I love movies that do this shit where they go and you got to put this team together and you're going to recruit. Now the team itself, there's some questions, but the whole plot of that, putting it together, I really like that shit.
You know, we talk about, you know, this movie's over 2 hours. Mm-hmm. Zack Snyder, but this is the part when he's putting the team together. This is the part where I kind of like. I wanted more.
Yeah.
I wanted more, a little more of their backstory, so we can really fall in love with the characters. There's a couple that stand out, but like you know, Joe said, kind of meh.
Yeah. And this was a question I had too. Is
what is this area, right?
Yeah, like they had an area right outside the quarantine zone where they had survivors. So basically, it's maybe people that survived and got stuck out here.
I don't understand.
Well,
the purpose.
what's going on?
I don't understand the purpose of this area.
Yeah,
it's like if they evacuated everybody, you evacuate them. What are they hanging around for in this quarantine area? I don't know.
And that's what was kind of weird for me.
I don't know if it was people that had nowhere to go or I don't know.
And I was like, who is this girl? It turned out it's his daughter. It's his daughter. But how does that kind of relate? I didn't remember that being his daughter in the movie in the beginning.
Well,
I don't know. Am I wrong?
No, they show. I don't. We probably skipped over it, but in the beginning montage where they're showing people turning into zombies, they show him in. Again, I'm assuming his house.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming he sees his wife. She's turning into a zombie, and he stabs her in the head to get rid of her.
Well, no, that was no. That's coming up. That's he had a nightmare of that. So and so that's why I was like, I guess I gotta. It's a movie. It's got some rewatchability, so I am gonna watch again.
Yeah, I just watched it one time.
Yeah. So, but it you know, there's some questionable parts again, but like you, there's more. There's a lot more of. I want to see more of it.
Yeah. And I love Theo Rossi. You know Theo Rossi from Sons of Anarchy.
Yes.
I love him. He's such an ass in this movie. He's like a security guard for this quarantine area. I don't know what his role is.
Yeah, he's the basic asshole.
Checking people's temperature and I don't know.
And I mean, again,
nobody likes him. He's a dick in the area.
There's you know, some calls to what, you know, what's going on now is you know, I don't know, all summer, all last summer, I guess, you know, anywhere that we went, or, you know, there's still places today is that you go in, you do a temperature check when you get there, you know, even at work, when we walk in, there's a screen that checks our temperature as we're going in.
Thermal scanners.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like patrolling this area. I mean, like I said, I still don't understand the purpose of this area.
Yeah, and why it's kind of.
But Bautista's daughter is like a volunteer here.
Yeah,
she helps out. What she does, I don't know.
And again, she's friends with this lady here, and it's Maria, right? And
not this one.
Okay, well, she's friends with this lady here, and this lady that she has kids, and that lady basically wants to do what a lot of people have been doing, and that's get into the quarantine zone and get you some money, because it's Vegas, right? There's money laying everywhere.
Yeah. And where you get like this whole Mexican border vibe. There's a girl in here. They even call her a coyote.
Yeah.
Where she takes people in and I don't know. Said they get money or whatever. Like I said, I don't understand the purpose of this area.
Yeah, but again, it tells you kind of how they're gonna end up getting in there, right? So he's gonna have to go back, talk to his daughter, and find out how to get in there,
Here it is.
and get in through the coyote, right?
Is this the part?
Yeah. So this the part is you see him and this is where Bautista kind of gets it to me is like his emotion. I don't get too much, and this was the thing that I ran up against because I'm a wrestling fan, right? And I've known Bautista for fucking years, right? And it was always that was the thing about him. Like he had the look and he can talk a little bit, but he wasn't that great of an actor.
Yeah.
In the wrestling. Now we've all known him for
hence his role as Drax.
Yeah. Again, his role as Drax. He's perfect at that though, right? Because you know he don't have to show this kind of emotion. Now this is what he has to do in this movie, and you know what? It wasn't that bad. Like I was like, you know what? I was impressed. One, I was impressed that they let him be the lead and everything in the movie. Like I was like, fuck, like. But I'm thinking the second half of it is, you know, you see The Rock, how big of a star he's been. It makes you even kind of go back and see his movies, his older movies. And, you know, when he came up in the Scorpion King, right? And doing that.
The Rundown.
Yeah. That one. Yeah. And so, you know, they're taking a chance on Bautista here becoming one of those kind of wrestlers that became a movie star. You know, you see John Cena now. John Cena's going to be a fucking star. He's got that Suicide Squad movie that's coming out.
And I think they're going to do a spin-off show.
Yeah, and he's going to have his own fucking show. Like, you know, the WWE, man, they've made some of our biggest stars that we have right now. You know, Dwayne Johnson or The Rock, fucking, he's making every big movie that's out there.
Yeah, so like I said, I didn't understand exactly what was going on. It looked like he killed his wife because she turned and his daughter was there in a dream or flashback. And throughout the whole movie, I still have mixed feelings. It's like sometimes it feels like he's a stepdad.
Yeah.
I got that vibe until like near the end where she actually calls him dad because she doesn't really call him
she calls him Scott.
Yeah. So that was like, okay, maybe he's a stepdad. But then she calls him dad near the end.
But so, you see here is that Tanaka probably has deeper things that he's going after rather than just money.
I think that's why I say $200 million doesn't seem like a lot because here he got reimbursed for that insurance and he wants another $200 million in cash. It's like he seems richer than that where he wouldn't really care. And
so, you know, you see that he's working with the government. Bautista did accept the offer. Or, you know, Bautista, what's his name, Scott here? He accepts the offer. You know, Tanaka's with the government when he's accepting. So, you know, they're going after what I believe is, they're going after, and we see it later on, is they're going after the zombie's blood, the alpha's blood, so that, you know, they can create their own zombie army.
Scott or Bautista, he's thinking about it because he offered him $50 million to do the job.
Yeah.
And he meets up with Maria, one of his badass colleagues. He says, you know what? It's about time we do something for us, you know?
And, you know.
And she's digging on him. You could tell she's got a thing for him. And she says, you know, we'll probably die. Yeah, we probably will, but let's do it.
Yeah, so, and you see, so she's a mechanic / it looked like she was welding some kind of car or whatever.
Repairing a car.
And she comes out all badass. And you saw that they're going to put make the team. Yeah, and who are they going to put together?
The Ocean's team.
Yeah. and that's badass. I love shit like this. I love the Ocean movie. The way they went about it, and I love this here.
Yeah, like Maria, I wanted to see a little more about her. They didn't really show too much.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really show too much about this guy. He's kind of like the tank guy, if you will. He's
yeah.
His weapon of choice is like a big saw blade.
Yeah, and that's badass.
But they show him in like a nursing home where he's, I don't know. He doesn't seem like that's where he would be at.
Yeah, so but they're basically showing everybody that they're in situations where they could use the money. So basically, Bautista, and you notice as they start going to person, their cut gets a little bit smaller. So he's like 2 million.
Yeah.
He's not going to let everyone know how much he's getting.
He said, "Hey, me and Maria, we're going to get 15 million." And they were like, nobody has to know our cut. So
yeah. This
lady, her name is Tig Notaro.
Tig Notaro.
Notaro.
Yeah.
See, my straight man.
She was my favorite part of the whole movie.
Yeah, she's kind of like the comic relief, the wild card.
And then to hear is that she was never on set with them at all. Really? She ended up being green screened in the whole movie.
Really?
Yeah. Basically,
quarantine because COVID.
No. There was an actor named God damn it, I forget his name. But basically, he was on that show You on Netflix, and then he got in trouble for soliciting underage girls. I think it was. So yeah, he got taken out of the whole movie. She got basically.
So she's a replacement.
Yeah, she's a replacement. Every scene that she's in this movie was green screened in. Zack Snyder did it like that.
I like her though.
Yeah, cut the guy out, put her in, and she's fucking awesome the whole movie.
Yeah, I think she's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
I don't know of too many things she's been in. Instant Family. I don't know if you've seen that.
Well, I want to say she was in maybe Star Trek, Star Wars. No, not Star Wars. But she was in one of the Star Trek movies.
This guy, I like this guy, Guzman. He's pretty much. They pick him up. He's pretty much like a TikTok star, social media star. He does these videos where he's actually shooting down zombies, and that's like his thing.
And that's what people were like. Why would they get him? Because they're trying to do it low key, but they get a YouTube star. But I like the part because it. You're gonna make these new movies, and you're gonna make them out of nowhere. Like you gotta kind of put some stuff that kids nowadays relate to.
Yeah.
This is what the fuck your kids are watching if you don't know. Yeah. So if a zombie apocalypse were to happen, believe me, there'd be fucking TikTok stars or YouTube stars out there that would be doing this shit. Yeah.
Taking out zombies. He's like the sharpshooter of the group now.
Yeah, and then so people are complaining. They complain about like fucking the Jake Paul aspect of shit like that. Like again, I don't like any of these motherfuckers, but I know how
respect the hustle.
Yeah, man, that's what your kids are into nowadays, man. Believe me, you might not know, but your kids do.
It just shows you anybody can be a star,
right?
Out of thin air, from one day to the next.
Now, I like this dude, but there was a question that I had too. Is like, this guy's the safe cracker, right? Yeah. But you're going after the guy's safe that's sending you there. Why didn't he just give him the fucking code?
That I thought about that too, but I like this guy too.
Yeah,
I think he's a great part of the movie. He provides a little comic relief as well.
Yeah, because these zombie movies need that shit.
Why wouldn't you go after like a demolition guy, right? To just blow the safe. But and then it's a little weird when we get down to it. It's like you think of a safe cracker, he has tools and equipment and all this. He uses nothing later on.
Yeah.
Just puts his ear up to the safe.
But it's I like his character. I like his little arc that he goes on. He's never shot a gun. They find out he's never killed a zombie before.
Yeah.
But I like the way they fucking take him along. Then I like the helicopter pilot's speech too. Is like, hey, as far as most important people here,
yeah,
I got to be right after him, right?
He's important, right? He's important. He's the safe cracker. I'm important. I'm the helicopter pilot. You need me to get out of here. Kind of judging everybody's by their need.
Yeah. So I there's a lot of stuff in this movie that I liked. There's a lot of stuff that you run into that wasn't that great, but I like this whole first part of the movie. I really like.
Yeah, I was sold. I was like, yes, it's a heist movie. Let's do it. Heist movie with zombies.
I'm telling you, it's ocean zombies.
I'm digging it a lot at this point.
Yeah, and especially, it's set perfectly, right? Set in Vegas. That's fucking awesome.
And where else are you gonna have a heist movie?
Now, there was another thing that I thought too. That outside camp or whatever, I didn't understand why they had to go through there to get into the thing. I
know
this whole quarantine zone, and that's the only way you can get in.
You could have cut through any of those shipping containers.
Yeah, and that was maybe one of the only issues I had. But again, I like a lot of it. I like them getting ready for it. I like the group coming together. I like the fucking Gone in 60 Seconds movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I like that kind of shit.
Yep. So we got the crew put together. Guzman had some other people with him saying, "Hey, this is my crew. They're on me." Right?
Yeah. And I like his crew. I don't like. They had the one guy that's like, "Fuck this shit." But the girl that's with them, she was an Amazon in Justice League.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I recognize it right away because again, when you see the Amazons, there's one Mexican, and you kind of like, hey, there's my girl,
Yeah, one thing I think was missing because we got here Tanaka telling them the whole plan. In Ocean's 11 where they talk about how they're gonna do things, and there's like little snippets of like them actually doing this stuff, and like I wanted some of that.
Yeah,
Like we're gonna go here first, and then we're gonna go here. And
yeah,
we just get them shooting a bunch of zombies.
Yeah. Again, I like this part though. Like I like this part cool. with the guy in the middle with the fucking bat, like that, because again, he's not the shooter there.
I heard people say they don't like the look of this movie because I don't know if you can tell. It's shot weird. It's like you see how he's clear and the background is blurry.
Yeah, the out of focus stuff.
Yeah, and it's funny. You say you didn't see it, but in the making of this movie, Zack Snyder talks about he bought these camera lenses to do that, but he bought them off of eBay.
Yeah, he said he basically like these lenses. They weren't making them anymore.
Yeah, they're old lenses.
Yeah, so he basically went out and bought everything that he could find.
I think that's kind of a cool thing though. Especially if you're the guy that sold it to Zack Snyder, be like, "Hey, I sold him those to make this movie."
Right. But again, like, this is one of my favorite parts of the movie. I like the way they come together and introduce themselves, and everyone, the whole team comes together kind of aspect of it.
Yeah.
I like this part of them going through. It does remind me a lot of the Ocean's 11 part of it. Is this is the way it's happening.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. How you're gonna go. We need to turn on the generator. We need to do this. We need to blow up the gate to the safe. I just wanted a little more cooler. I don't know.
They needed that music playing in the background. Dun, 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 dun.
And he says there's a helicopter waiting on the roof, which kind of gets me because he says it's a no-fly zone. No, you cannot fly in this area, but you can fly out. How would anybody know the difference? And how did he get that helicopter in there?
Yeah. How did they know?
Yeah.
But they kind of go through. I liked her. Again, she's fucking pouring the gas, smoking a cigar. Yeah. Some of you would never fucking do, right? But it's fucking funny. They then you see, like, again, the perfect world. Again, how if it happened, how it would happen, and you just know, perfect world, it's not gonna fucking happen.
Like, see, boom, easy, in and out. Like where he says, easy peasy Japanesey.
It's like, excuse me, you can't say that.
Gonna be all politically correct.
It's like, no, but I thought if I'm Japanese, so I can. But again, so they're set up on their story and how it's gonna happen, how they're gonna do it, and the guy says, "Have you thought about how you're gonna get in?" He's like, "I gotta go through that."
Yeah, but he knows his daughter works in this quarantine area outside Vegas.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to go through that, and go through that aspect of it. I like, again, you know, I like whenever we see our raza in movies. I like this shit, you know. I like that they're homeboys. But to me, did that come off as they were?
I don't know.
I thought so, man. I thought they were a little.
Now we get this guy.
Light in the loafers.
Now we get this guy here who's with Tanaka, Garrett Dillon Hunt, which is a veteran of zombies from Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I really like him in Fear. He's kind of a jerk in this movie. He's also been in Deadwood. He's been in a lot of things.
I heard him called Johnny Cage.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I'm going with you guys. Tanaka hired me. This is where you know something's up.
Yeah.
Whenever there's someone extra that's not part of the group, you know something bad's gonna happen.
You know what it gave me? Fucking
Godzilla?
No. I was thinking of fucking The Dark Knight, where, you know, the Joker hired me to do that, and then it was basically he was gonna kill off each one after they were done doing their fucking job.
Yeah.
That's where I went when he first fucking talked about it.
Yeah, so we got Batista going over, seeing his daughter in this quarantine zone, which they just got there. They're just there now.
Yeah.
That was one thing, like, what I missed, like, about getting the whole Oceans on the team together. Like, I really liked that part. That I wanted more.
Yeah.
I also felt like in Armageddon, you know, when he's getting this crew together and then, like, they're all in different places.
Yeah.
It's like, it seems like all these people were together or real close by because they only had a couple days to get in and out.
Oh, really? Yeah. And then they went just basically driving around to get them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they could have did that, right? Like, because this guy's fucking rich. So, right? He could have had like a private jet for them going. But
maybe
to show that, though.
Yeah.
I'm saying to show that. That's what I'm saying.
Like, we know this guy in California, or we know this guy in New York, and you know.
Yeah, because basically they were an army team, right? Yeah. And when you're an army team, it's like, you know, you're from everywhere, you know.
Yeah. It just seemed like everybody was real close by.
Dallas, he was from Cleveland. Tex, I don't remember where Tex was from. Remember that from Forrest Gump?
Yeah, we're at the camp. Batista says, "Hey, I need in." And then we go to a shot where there's these 3 ladies. They get with that coyote girl to get in because they want money and this and that, which is kind of pointless in this movie too.
Yeah, all it does it gives Bautista's daughter a reason to go in, which I didn't understand that either. Now she goes in because she wants to find.
Yeah, because she volunteers. She helps these people out.
Yeah.
And one of those ladies has kids that she left behind to go in and get whatever.
But to me, it was like, all right, bitch, like, if you go too, now these kids really don't have fucking nobody.
For
right?
real.
The mom went, you watched after the mom's kids, and now you're going to go too to find the mom. Dumb bitch. So, but, you know, again, you had to get the plot on how you're going to get the daughter to go with the dad, right?
And then it still makes sense either. So Batista's daughter comes with a bus to take him into the area, which right now they already announced they're going to blow this whole Vegas up. And they're busing people out.
Yeah.
But she's bringing them in. It's like no one even questioned that.
Again, I thought the inn could have been different, right? But, you know, I see how it is, right?
See all these buses leaving, they're going in.
Like, that dude was rich. He was working with the government. They could have got them in.
Yeah.
But again, they're doing it on the down low, whatever the case. I like this girl here. She's a badass.
Yeah, she's loyal to Guzman.
And, you know, she might be the first one to get down. I like what they did here. I like that they picked Las Vegas. You can see how some shit like that would happen there.
Yeah.
Have you ever been? I mean, you say you've been. Like, Vegas is out in the middle of fucking nowhere. The fucking ride out there is fucking horrible. I've never been. We drove through one time, but
and it's real amazing. You figure Vegas, you're like, man, how are they gonna shoot all this stuff in Vegas?
Yeah.
And that making of, they really go through the whole process of what they did. It was a lot of work to get all Vegas mapped out digitally, and so they can do everything, show it all destroyed and everything. It was pretty neat to watch. It's a lot of work involved.
And, you know, it's a Zack Snyder movie, right? So, you know, there's going to be a lot of the CGI stuff like that. But the way he works with it, man, it seems like he just fucking films like one person.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Visually, like I said, some people don't like the whole blurriness thing. But visually, I like this movie a lot.
And he does everything so fucking, like, dramatic. And, like, you know, there's a lot of people that run up against I don't like the slow motion part of it. I don't like the visuals and stuff like that. But these good directors, they all have their own visual look that you can kind of call out and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, people always talk about, what's the guy's name, the Pearl Harbor guy? Michael Bay. Michael Bay. You know, people always complain about him, and he makes these movies that, you know, that people, they don't have no fucking story. Explosions. But he has his own visual fucking look. You know when you're watching something by fucking Michael Bay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, visually, I like Zack Snyder a lot. He's an artist. He doesn't care how long the movie is. He's gonna do what he wants to do, and he kind of talked about that. He in the making of, he said he had this idea a long time ago, back when he did Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and it was like a Vegas a zombie heist. That's what he called it. And I guess now he's been throwing it out there. He said he went to Netflix, and Netflix was like, yeah, let's do it. They're like, make it.
Yeah.
However you want to do it. And
so I want to say, back before he became who he was, he had this movie kind of written, because it's his story.
Yeah.
He wrote it and everything like that. That's what I like about it too. It's that it's something new, right? You know, everything that we see nowadays is the IP comes from somewhere. Like, it's either it's a Marvel, it's a DC. It came from this comic here. You know, everything almost good that we see nowadays, it comes from somewhere. It's rare that you see anything brand fucking new.
Yeah, this was his baby. And like I said earlier, he admitted, you know, zombies are played out, but he had to put a different twist on it, which I kind of like it. We'll get into it once we get into the actual zombies here.
Yeah, I like the parts.
We talked about, you know, you got Zeus, the main guy, Dracula, if you will, and he creates the alphas, which are pretty much smart zombies. You can tell, and then if they bite someone, in the making of, I don't know if they call it in the movie, but in the making of, they call them the Shamblers.
Yeah, I don't know if they call them that in the movie, but basically it's the alphas and the Shamblers. Yeah,
which is kind of a cool name because, you know, like we said, we've heard it all, like walkers and, you know, every zombie name you can think of. A Shambler is just kind of cool. Those are just regular run of the mill zombies.
Yeah, and again, he talked about having an alien origin to the virus.
Yeah,
and giving it that sort of tint on it, like. But, you know, a lot of people I've heard kind of complain that it's fucking alien in origin. The original Night of the Living Dead, the virus they thought came from radiation from a satellite that came from that went to Uranus and came back or something like that. So, you know,
I don't want to know about Uranus.
You know, what comes out of there stays over there. But yeah, it's like fucking, like the original Night of the Living Dead zombies had somewhat alien origins as well. So, you know, you can't be mad at Zach for that shit.
Yeah, that's good. I like this. So they talk to the coyote about getting in, right? And she's like, you know what? We need one more. We need one more person. And she goes over to Theo Rossi's character, the security guard, dick guy, whatever. And she's like, we need him. And everybody's like, what the hell? We don't need this guy.
You know, I wasn't a Guns of Anarchy fan, or was it Sons of Anarchy?
Sons of Anarchy?
I was never a fan. of the biker show, so I didn't know who he was, but you can tell his character comes off well in this movie. Like, he's such the fucking asshole. You want to fucking kick his ass right away.
And he's such an opposite from his character in Sons of Anarchy. You need to watch that. It's good.
And I like this fucking part, right? Because she was the one that he was kind of fucking harassing earlier, so he gets fucking put in his place real quick.
Yeah, because he picks up that big saw that other guy uses, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna use this." He's like, "Don't ever touch my saw again."
He said, "You don't fucking talk to her again." That Vanderoe, man, like he's a badass in the movie, and he, again, we'll get into it towards the end, but I could see him fucking doing his shit.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen him. I don't think he's been in a lot of stuff, but I wouldn't mind seeing that dude. He was pretty good.
He's fucking a hoss, man, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's fucking built his shit. And you saw they show, and I didn't see this at first, but they show in the spoilers, or not the spoilers, but like they pointed out he has the Omega symbol on him. Which, you know, the first zombie is the Alpha, and then goes to the Omega, and also it also has that, you know, dark side reference as well. It's the dark side symbol in Justice League, so, you know, I like that shit.
That's got to be Snyder doing his thing,
and that's what I like. Like, you know, Zack pays homage to everything that's good, you know. So, you know, he said it. You know, he couldn't when he did first did Dawn of the Dead. You know, he had to honor George Romero. And he even said in this one, you know, it's not necessarily. It's not a sequel to that because, of course, it's located just in Vegas. But, you know, he wanted to be able to pay homage. And you know, one of the things he did was the alien origins of the zombies and stuff like that. And how they had some zombies that move that way and everything.
This is where I laugh, where, like, they had to get this coyote to get in. But it was basically just a container that was emptied out and they just walked right through.
Right? Hey, what the fuck is that?
Really? I like the Guzman character because he's the social media guy. He's taking pictures and selfies.
Because that's what the fuck would happen nowadays, right? Like, if that happened, you'd have people fucking doing the zombie TikToks.
He's like, check it out, I'm in here.
Hey, tag me in that. But then, so we see our first kind of hint of there's something that's not your average everyday zombie going on here, right? Like,
yeah, we don't see anybody around, any zombies or anything at this point.
And you know what it said? It said those were some of the shamblers that were dead, right? Because right when they go through, you see all the fucking dead bodies that are there. And basically, they weren't smart enough to get out of the sun, so they just fucking dried up. But she said when it rains, they come back to life for a little while.
Oh, I think I missed that.
That's fucking crazy.
So the coyote's taking them through, because she pretty much knows the area, or so she's the supposed expert of the whole area. And this is where we get our first shot. Does he have a name? I forget.
I don't. She has a name. It's called Valentine.
Valentine.
And it was one of Siegfried and Roy's zombies.
Yeah, the white tigers.
or tigers. I'm sorry. And oh man,
it's just badass.
And this is the fucking thing. Like, my friend I talked to said, "Did you watch the movie?" He's like, "Yeah, it's badass." I said 2 fucking words: zombie tiger.
Yeah, some people didn't like it. I like it.
Oh, hell yeah!
I wish we would have saw zombie Shiva from The Walking Dead, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, we
don't see zombie animals in Walking Dead.
Did they tell you who the fuck did in the making of? Did they talk about who helped them design the tiger?
I think they did. I don't remember.
You know who it was, right? That bitch Carol Baskin.
Well, I don't think they mentioned that. But
yeah, it was fucking Carol Baskin helped them get the design for the fucking tiger.
I know they had footage. They showed footage where they were taking shots of a real tiger. That I guess maybe that was hers. I don't know.
And it was like, okay, so I didn't know the story before it, but you know they had to put a fucking tiger in this fucking movie.
Yeah, Vegas.
But not only that, like, it's like when they were making this movie, what was hot at the time? Fucking Tiger King.
Yeah.
I love this part here, man. It's fucking, she fucking sucks him in, and you see why the fuck she brought his ass.
Yeah, Theo Rossi. Everybody knows he's a dick. Coyote's kind of teasing him, and she shoots him. Like I said, she's the expert. She says we need him as an offering. We're like, what? And he's freaking out now. He's like, what? What do you mean offering?
Yeah, and I like this, man. She fucking ties him up, and she shows you what are the first rules. It's like they're smart. This is an offering to them, to show them, you know, what we're here for. You know, they won't care if we're fucking walking around fucking with stuff on the outside, as long as we fucking pay our dues.
They think she's crazy. Oh, they did call her shamblers. She thinks she's crazy. They think she's crazy. They're like, what are you doing? They're like, they don't think. And like, you don't know. There's alphas. There's shamblers. They're more organized than you know.
And part of it too was she could have fucking told us this shit before we walked in, right?
I know, right?
Like
this is the plan.
Yeah. Like she could have said, hey, you know, by the way, we're gonna have a smarter plan than just we're gonna fucking walk into this place and go out. There's got to be different stuff about it.
I guess they didn't know, you know, when they were there originally clearing it out by just the shamblers they saw.
But so we get our first fucking taste of the alphas, and you know, not our first taste because, you know, of course we saw him in the beginning, but you know, his little army that he has made here. And dude, like, not for nothing, but I like the fucking zombies. Like I like that they gave them,
I like the look of the alphas.
Yeah, I like that they gave them more than just fucking, you know, the mindless zombies that we get. I like that they gave us kind of a smart zombie. You know, I as a Walking Dead fan, you know, when they first fucking talked about how the hordes were acting, you know, like smart, I guess. I was excited, man. I was like, oh shit, they're gonna give us fucking smart zombies. But then it just turned out to be
we
whispers.
We have Zeus, but who goes out to check things out? His general is his woman.
Yeah.
His queen, if you will.
And it's crazy how you hear them, I guess, communicating with each other.
Yeah, they like
through
scream.
their screaming and their shrieks and everything like that. Very animalistic of them, I guess. We'll get into it when we do talk about it, but I listened to the show about the Sasquatch or whatever. And they talk about how, like, these people go out and they make fucking noise and they're trying to communicate with them. And you never know. Like, you never know what the fuck you're saying. Like, you never know what the fuck they're saying. You know, a lot of people think that dogs just fucking bark at each other, but there's got to be communication there, right? And so that's what these things are doing. Like, little fucking shrieks here or there. They're not fucking saying words, but they're communicating with each other.
Like I say, I like their whole look.
Yeah.
You could tell they're zombies, but they have a different look. The alphas, they look more, I don't even know how to call it, leathery, right?
Yeah. Well, that too, and there's something behind them. They're fucking, they're thinking. Now, a lot of people shit on this, you know, aspect of it. But to me, that's how, if you're there, again, I wear fucking glasses, so that's how I would see her going anyway, right? Like, she's going away from me, like, I'm like, oh, fuck, I can't see her no more.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it, but Batista's daughter said she was going to go in the group because of those stupid ladies that went missing. I mean, you have to think they're dead, but she was like, no, I'm going to go. If you're going to go in there, go and try to save them too.
I laugh at how these fucking zombies run with their arms behind them. It's fucking funny. Now they know, right? It's like, hey, these motherfuckers are watching us, you know. We can move around as long as we don't fucking do anything stupid.
Yeah, and that coyote chick, she tells them too. She's like, they don't mind if we just look around as long as we don't mess with them.
And the girl, like, she don't like the fucking the daughter don't like the coyote chick because she took those other people in. And she tells him, like, hey, man, like, I get fucking paid to do this. This is what I fucking do. But then we see fucking Zeus fucking watching over them in his fucking garb. You know, he looks like the fucking
top of the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. He looks like the statue that he was in. Got the old Larry Fong. It's weird. The thing in the background there. It's like I follow him on Instagram because he'd always fucking put pictures up of the Justice League when it was coming out. The Batman vs Superman when it came out.
Put him in there.
Yeah, so the motherfucker threw his ass up there. I love this fucking part. It's like she's telling him, it's like, hey, besides me, man, who else, right? Like, you need me to get out of here, right? So I should be like priority number 1, number 2. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were listening.
Yeah, that's why I say she's the comic relief. It's just like, if the shit goes down, I just want to know I'm safe, right? You're gonna save me.
And then they talk about like, hey man, like, why do we let this fucking guy come along with us? You know, he's just here to keep tabs on us, right? Like, what the fuck? Why are we bringing him along?
He's the least important, right?
He's like, what the fuck? But I like it, man. I like that they gave him all like
personality.
Yeah. It's not just fucking, that guy's probably gonna fucking, that guy's
it's not like a Suicide Squad where that one guy just dies right at the beginning.
Yeah. Well, it's too is like, oh, okay, he's dying right away. Like, they didn't even give his fucking ass a name. No, it's like the fucking you remember Galaxy Quest where he's like fucking crew member number 5? They did do shit like that. But this is where, okay, so we get the first look at the horde of the Alphas, right? And what they're all about. They throw this motherfucker and they bring him, and
I don't know what determines whether to make them an alpha or not.
Well, and that's what they said, right? Like, his fucking whole deal was they sacrificed someone so that they can make them an alpha. So she had to take someone that he was gonna make an alpha, which is fucking crazy, right? Because you're just like, okay, here, go make another fucking zombie,
right?
But it kind of shows what's going on here and how this motherfucker's in charge of them. Now, what it does show too, like, this dude, like, we've never seen this interaction between zombies before, right? Where they're actually showing fucking love for one another, or more feelings than just fucking, we're here to eat.
Yeah, Zeus is going up to his queen, and this is a bizarre thing. That's like, I like this aspect of it.
Yeah,
there's someone that he actually cares about, and one thing we've never seen, at least to my knowledge, he squats down and listens to her belly. Right away, I was thinking, oh shit, are you kidding me? A zombie baby?
Yeah.
Like, no way.
Even fucking this dude's like, what the fuck? What's going on? Oh my god. But yeah, again, I talked about the movie earlier, the Land of the Dead movie.
Yeah.
And one of the things that was good about that movie is they had this one big character in there who was kind of like the head of the zombies. And what I mean by that is that he was smarter than a lot of them, and he kind of led them against the people that were I guess they had some people that were quarantined, and in the Land of the Dead is supposed to be the third of the Dead movies. So again, he had Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and then Land of the Dead. George Romero made it, and it's basically showing these people living in a zombie world where they go out in teams and they try to fucking get supplies and stuff like that. While they're getting supplies, they notice this one fucking zombie that's fucking they would shoot fireworks up in the air to distract the zombies, and so they could just fucking mow them down real easily and kill them. This dude wasn't distracted, and he started going around like he actually was the first time I saw a zombie show emotion, because he was getting pissed off because they were killing like all the other zombies and shit like that, and he leads them to go against them. Now they start using fucking weapons and stuff like that. And if you haven't seen this movie, man, you need to. It's a good movie. Again, it's not. It didn't get good reviews, shit like that, but it's a good fucking movie.
What zombie movies get good reviews?
That's true.
So I like this part where they're going into the casino where they need to go, and there's a whole a horde of these shamblers, but it looks like they're all frozen. And the coyote chick, she's like telling them, do not touch them. They're in like a hibernation. And they're like, shit, well, how are we going to get through? It's all dark. They pull out the glow sticks and like, just follow us.
And they kind of show where they made their first fuck up, right? Now, everyone's following. Again, why they're even getting out of fucking visuals of each other, fucking, I would never understand. But, you know, she talked about, she's been talking shit to this guy the whole fucking time. And now she's trusting to follow this motherfucker, you know, and he ends up fucking her over.
Well, we're talking about Guzman's chick that slow.
Yeah.
And the Tanaka guy. He was going to be last. And she's like, no. You get in front of me. She don't trust him. So she's like, go ahead of me. That's where she fucked up.
Yeah, because
they're following each other with these glow sticks.
Yeah.
And he throws one in another direction from where everybody's going and fucks her.
All right, because, you know, she's basically in this horde of fucking zombies trying not to wake them. And the amount of space is getting smaller and smaller. While everyone's already kind of gone through the path that they've made already, she goes off the path and she's fucked. They call her, what they call her, baby girl, right? Or something like that. You saw it on her necklace there. But yeah, she's basically a chola.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
She's fucking sad girl. So we'll call her sad girl for the rest of the movie. But she's a badass in this part, man. She's a badass.
Yeah.
She's fucking going around and she starts killing each one that she sees waking
slowly.
up. And she's killing them slowly, but, you know, as with all zombie movies, even the ones that are shamblers, you know, it's the horde aspect of it that makes them fucking dangerous.
Yeah, she's trying to make her way through. I think she knows she got fucked. As she killed one of them, one of the shambler's hands lands on this pan, and you already know what's gonna happen later.
And it's funny, man, because they're in Vegas, so they're basically going through another casino or a hotel. So it's, you know, it's a dining room, or it's fucking. If you're in Vegas and you've ever been there, it's filled with fucking people, right? Like, there's people fucking everywhere. So you can imagine if they're all fucking zombies, you're fucking packed in there with them.
And of course, the pan falls and makes a loud noise, and all these shamblers start waking up. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, they're fucked.
If it wasn't for that dude, though, it's like, man, they would have made it.
Right? So again, already, you know,
it's always that extra guy that fucks things up.
It's early on in the movie, and they kind of they get fucked up real quick here. But she's a badass, man. Like I said,
she's killing them left and right.
She was a fucking Amazon in Wonder Woman, you know what I mean, or in Justice League. You know, she's a fucking badass. And I had like at first I was like, man, she's fucked, but you know, I started fucking rooting for her. I was like, oh fucking man, come on. You can do it, bitch. But it you know, it gets to where she starts fucking running into these things, and now you start noticing that some of these motherfuckers are different. Like, they're not all the fucking same. Did you catch the fucking blue-eyed zombies?
No.
I don't know. It might be in this part here, but there's a couple of or more than a few zombies that have blue eyes.
I think it was maybe the alphas.
Yeah, maybe it was with the alphas towards the end there. But these are fucking android zombies. Like, dude,
they're aliens. They're aliens.
There's some different aspects in there that make you fucking think like they did some shit with this movie, man.
So she's finally catching up to where they are, and of course this stupid guy, forget his name.
And to me, is like, I understand, you know, why she didn't like him and stuff like that, but she fucked up and fucking don't fucking talk shit to this guy when you're kind of relying on him for something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't agree with what the fuck he did, but I don't like her at the same time too. It's like, bitch, are you stupid?
Chambers, that's her name.
Nah, that's sad girl.
Like, they meet up and Guzman's like, where's Chambers? Even though this dude knows he locked her in that room. And then, like a badass, she comes flying through this window.
I'm telling you, and dude, like,
still taking people out.
They could have fucking got her there, you know? Like, they're all there just fucking watching. Like, they could have got her.
Yeah, fucking start shooting them down. Everybody just watching her.
Yeah.
and then she gets bit, I think. And I was like, fuck, well, she's gone.
Yep. And again, as soon as they started carrying this fucking gas packs on them, I was like, all right. Basically, like, okay, what I expected here was she was just gonna end up fucking shooting the gas can herself, right? Like, and exploding her. But they have Guzman do it because he's a fucking sharpshooter, right?
She looks at him, she's like, let's do it.
To me, it would have been more badass if she did it.
And I don't know, it's a movie, right? But
it's a hell of an explosion for them to just stand there.
Does gas? I don't think gas explodes like that.
I don't think so either, bro. But
it's a movie.
It's a Zack Snyder explosion. And then they're that thing just happened, and they're just walking away. Like, ah, fuck it.
Again, now they're outside. Did they have to go through that casino to get where they're at now?
Again,
they're outside.
Yeah, because what the coyote said was right. I'm not gonna walk through their streets like, disrespectful like that. No, I'm just gonna go inside their fucking casino and blow a bunch of them up. So
this is a different casino. The casino where the money's at is different than their hideout.
I like Batista, right? Like I said, as a wrestling fan, but to me, he's got to be more fucking. If he's the leader, he's got to be more.
Yeah, it's like the
alpha about it right now.
It's like the Coyotes leading. Almost.
Yeah, like he's got to be fucking taking control and like, all right, you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing it. Now I understand, fucking, it is what it is. Right there, like, did you see that shit? Like, they have these blue-eyed zombies that they're metal. Their eyes are glowing like they're machines. So I heard two different things about it. I heard like, okay, it could either be alien or the government made these fucking android zombies to get inside and take a look at things.
They said it leaves a lot of questions. Like I said, it was coming from Area 51. We don't know if it was, man-made or alien or.
So as we get into, our end of show wrap up, I'm gonna get into that a little bit. About what we want to see going forward. I like the actress that's the Coyote though. I think she's pretty decent in it. I like the actress that's the daughter. They have a good cast in this movie. It's a lot of unknowns.
Yeah.
But I didn't. No one fucking stood out to me as far as bad acting. Now again, Bautista's emotional stuff, yeah. But for the most part, like it's a lot of people that I like.
Now this is where they're in the casino where their safe is at, and they come across another set of blueprints or plans for the safe that they're going into. And they're realizing it's like, Tanaka, we weren't his first choice.
No.
He had sent another crew in already.
Yeah. Again,
now they're thinking like, fuck.
But you would think like the idea of it is good, right? Like,
yeah.
Like there's, if it's Vegas, there's a lot of money there, fucking, that people can get their hands on, and that's why you see like even the girls that went in there before, that snuck in there, or the Coyote takes people in there. You can see why they go in there, right? Like, who wouldn't? It's free fucking money.
Yep. Just who has the balls, especially if they know it's gonna get blown up in a couple days.
Free money like that, there's people that are desperate for it. They're not just gonna leave it there. And that's just fucked up. They're like, oh my fucking god, what a hunk of junk.
They find the helicopter. The pilot goes up there and finds the helicopter. It says it's a piece of junk.
And I understand, they send the mechanic there with her, but
and then she takes off.
Yeah, well, I liked her more with Bautista. Like,
yeah,
the interaction between them and why they were kind of close to each other. But again, it's minor, I guess. Now, this dude and her, they go out in search of something else, but then you get down to what he's really there for, right? Like he's there because the boss sent him to get blood of the alpha.
There's always an alternative motive. So he's out with the Coyote, and he's like, "You gonna shoot me in the leg too?"
Yeah, no, she tells him like, "Hey, I've never left behind someone I didn't have to, or that didn't deserve it." How many of these fucking people has she gone and taken in there and turned over to the fucking to the alphas?
That's why the Batista's daughter had an issue with her. It's like, He's like that. Those people, those ladies you took in, she had kids, and she's like, I didn't. Well, if I would have known that, I wouldn't have taken her in. I call bullshit on that because
Yeah.
that whole quarantine area, it didn't look very big. I'm sure everybody knew everybody in that area.
Now, one of the things too is like Bautista and his daughter.
There's some beef between them.
Yeah, like they're estranged or whatever. You know, after he had to kill the mom, you know, they weren't gonna be around each other. But at the same time, it's like, dude, you don't just leave your daughter in the fucking quarantine zone.
This is where I got like stepdad vibes.
Yeah.
He says something like, I'm sorry I had to kill your mom. It's like, would you say something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, and that they'd never gone into it afterwards.
Yeah, and he thinks that she was upset because he killed the mom.
But no, it's
She's like, you think that's why I'm mad?
and it's why any kid would be fucking mad, right? Like, hey, dude, you didn't talk to me for all these fucking years. What the fuck?
Yeah, she's more upset that he never, comforted her, I guess, or anything afterwards.
And then now that he needs something, he goes back.
Yeah, typical guy.
I ran into some issues with Bautista and stuff like that, but you know he's doing a pretty decent job of carrying it. It's just like, you know, I didn't think they gave him enough to do. Maybe.
Yeah, like I said, he's supposed to be leading. It didn't seem like he was leading that much.
Yeah. Anyone that's played like the Call of Duty games, stuff like that, the Saw guy, even Bautista, they're just like they look like fucking Call of Duty fucking people. I like that part of it.
Yeah, I like how they all separated into the things they had to do.
Yeah, they gave it. Again, it's Ocean.
Batista and his daughter are working on the generators. Then we get this in this group, this trio. Got Guzman, Dieter, which is the German safecracker, and I keep forgetting this other guy's name, the Saw guy.
Fucking, it's like Vandero or something like that.
He has a weird name.
But hey, fucking Dieter killed his first fucking zombie, man. He gets excited. He's all happy. He's doing his little fucking dance.
And again, we knew it was Tanaka's casino, and his guy gives him a key card to get in the first gate, going to the safe. You would think he knew the access or how to get access all the way to the safe.
All right, but hey, maybe, like Tanaka's the guy in charge. There's a lot of times that the people in charge of the work don't know how the fucking work gets done.
Maybe. What's funny is they get to the first gate with a key card, and they gotta blow up the next gate. And then I got like Indiana Jones vibes after this.
Right, on this scene here. But you see how many people have gone through there and didn't make it. You know what I mean?
This is a trippy thing. When Vanderho, that's his name, Vanderho starts talking, he sees all these corpses and he makes you think, because if you look at the skeletons that are dead in that room, they're all wearing things similar to what everybody else is wearing. He's like, what if this is just another universe, and we're gonna fail, and we just keep coming back and trying again in an infinite loop. I was like, whoa, what? That would have been a whole new twist on that movie. That would have been kind of cool.
That was one of the trips there, right? Because it was so fucking accurate, right? It shows the one person with the key. Yeah. The girl has the key. The one dressed like the pilot.
Shirt.
Yeah. So it's a fucking trip, man. And that was the alpha and omega part of it too, right? Like like this is a trip, man. Like, again, we usually get into it at the end there, but that's something that I would want to know or want to see. Is this fake? Is it a
Have they already done this?
Yeah, like, what's going on? Because that's a trippy fucking part of it, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just that little part, but it's like, whoa, it makes you think, like, what?
Damn,
maybe that part didn't even need to be in the movie, but I kind of liked that it was.
No. It again, like it. There has to be a reason, right? Like, and Zack Snyder, he's always put in, shit in his movies like that. Like, there's either some kind of like the dude said, like they're in a loop, they're in another universe. This shit just keeps happening and happening again.
This is where we get a little comedic event here. They get through the second gate. Vanderhook blows it up. And Dieter notices, oh, there's some booby traps here. He looking at the floor like, oh, this is like a trap floor.
Yeah.
So Vanderhook goes and grabs a shambler, a zombie.
That's where we talked about like the Indiana Jones part of it. Like the things that they got to go through, it's some fucked up shit.
Let me get a scene where we see Zeus with the 3 ladies that went in earlier. And he just has them there in a room alive. It's like, what? For what purpose? What is this?
Yeah, and
why are they still alive? When he pretty much kills that one right there.
Yeah, well, to me, I kind of think that, like, he has this girl here, right? That's his zombie queen.
Yeah.
He has his zombie queen, and I think he's trying to make more babies.
Maybe he wants him to
because
grow his offspring.
It was 3 women. You know what I mean?
3 women. We got the queen and I guess the lieutenant that's always with her. I'm not sure what the coyote and this guy what they were planning on doing. Maybe I missed that part of the plan.
Well, I know he wanted to do. He kind of pulled her off to the side and did a separate deal with her, and basically the deal was it's like, hey, we're I'm working for the boss. This is what this is what we're here to really do. Because she's in it for the fucking money.
Oh, that's right, because
she agrees to it with him.
Because she pretty much she shoots the queen and it kind of like ties a net around her.
Yeah, no, he did. He had that.
Oh,
deal.
Yeah.
So he's showing what he's really after and what the deal was.
The coyote thought he was just gonna get some blood from her for whatever purposes.
This is where they fuck up.
Again, it's this guy. This guy fucked up again.
Yep.
It's always that extra guy.
But again, too, this is where, like I said, like Bautista as the leader should have had this shit down pat. Danny Ocean would never let this fucking happen.
So whatever Zeus was gonna do to these chicks is on hold because he hears his queen screaming. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And Tanaka's guys saws her damn head off, but she's still alive. And as he knows that it's an alpha, and if an alpha bites someone, they can make another alpha. Or I guess shamblers. I don't know. He's talking about that they can create an army of zombies with this head.
And that's where you see where, like I said, Tanaka was working with the government, and that's what they were really fucking after. Fuck the money. This is what they're after.
That's why I thought 200 million wasn't nothing to him. She's like, damn, you fucked up.
No shit.
She's like, we need to get the hell out of here. He's going to hear her scream. It's like, now, whatever deal we made is done. You fucked up.
And so that, that fucks it up for all of them, right? Like, because now they're not fucking, they're not okay with them just fucking hanging out. They're going to fucking, they're going to kill them.
We're back in the vault. And Vanderhoek, like I said, went to go get a zombie to set off these traps. And the zombie's like, wait a minute. You guys are over here. I'm not going that way.
So basically they're gonna use him as bait and have him set them all off.
and they had to kill him because he didn't go towards the ball. He's like, shit, I gotta go get another one. Let's just say there's a little comedy bit here.
So boom. They fucking give him a fucking hand.
Yeah, they get the idea. Okay, they get a hand, some random hand, heat it up in the microwave and throw it out there. And they're like, you see, it's the heat, not us.
The hot pocket is like the first fucking Night of the Living Dead movie. That couple fucking they get barbecued because they blow up in the truck. All the zombies go to fucking eat them. It's like, who would pass up on barbecue? You know what I mean? We all like barbecue.
This is where it's like, are you serious? It's like, this is Las Vegas. And one of the booby traps is like these poison darts. And then like machine guns. Like, what the heck?
And the zombies still fucking going, man. That's funny. And then I like the last one. He's like, yeah, no,
like,
yeah, so we're safe
now.
Yeah, let's go.
And
One
boom.
more. Boom.
You get both sides of the wall just slamming like a Mario game or something.
And you know, I know it looks real fucking CGI right there and everything like that, but I ain't gonna fucking walk.
But I was
through
like, man, are you serious? Is this really the booby traps in a vault in Vegas? Like, they ain't messing around.
that. They come a long way since Casino. Like, we don't fuck around here.
You get a shot of the pilot working on the helicopter. She starts it up. She's like, yes, yes, yes. And the whole damn engine explodes. Like, you gotta be kidding me. The whole time she's just gonna be trying to get this damn helicopter going.
And that's why I guess they're all carrying the fucking gas, right? Because they gotta get enough gas. To
gas for the helicopter and gas for the generator. Now Dieter's ready to work on the vault.
And again, so he comes up here, like you said, like, you know, typical people in the movies, typical movies. You got fucking headphones on or some shit like that.
Yeah, like
this motherfucker. I just need some peace and quiet, man.
Stethoscope, tools, and all kinds of stuff. No, this guy has nothing. He's just putting his ear up to the safe.
But you know, I like the interaction between Dieter and fucking Van der Rohe there, or just as their little friendship as the movie has gone on, man. It's one of my favorite, like, you know, couples in the movie.
Here's where they realized they're fucked even more. So they knew the government was gonna nuke Las Vegas in a couple of days, but they're watching they have the TV on. They're watching the news now and realize they only have a little over an hour because they decided to blow it up. I think it was like the 4th of July, wasn't it? And they're like, oh, it would be a good firework thing or whatever. So now they're like, fuck, we had over a day. Now we have just over an hour left to get this thing done.
And it's fucking, you know, they're already stuck in the shit. You know, now it's not about, we got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Batista radios up to the pilot and is like, hey, are we good up there? He's like, yeah, we're good. Even though the engine's on fire.
And she's so fucking good, man. She's fucking funny.
Yeah, I'd like to see her in a lot more stuff, man. She's funny.
They said they kind of fucking, they did it on purpose, right? Because that guy was the guy that they ended up firing from the movie or whatever. He was fucking, he got in trouble for like the sexual harassment part of it. So they're like, who better to fucking hire than a fucking a female lesbian comedian, feminist. And this picture still is like fucking, I'm looking for this fucking person.
Yeah, like they come down to see Dieter and, hey, how's it going on the safe? You know, we don't have a lot of time. And he pretty much tells them, y'all fucked me up. I was on a roll and y'all came here making all this noise. Now I have to start over.
They're gonna synchronize their swatches.
He's like, I need 30 minutes of silence. Get the hell out of here. Leave me alone. Like, silence.
Can you keep your... I like that he's just fucking... He's interacting with that dude.
Yeah, he's in his element. He was telling Van der Rohe, keep your guys quiet.
The 30 minutes, they got a fucking... an hour and a half before the fucking bomb drops on them. But we need 30 minutes of silence. I like that they brought out fucking... like, again, some of these guys... Again, Bautista, this dude, they're fucking giants. But fucking Mexican homeboy there, yeah, he's just chill. He's all small and shit like this. This dude right here, I like the fucking team that they put together, man. This is fucking badass.
Yeah, this is a cool scene.
Now,
Zeus heard his queen screaming, so he went out to see what's going on.
Riding a fucking dead horse, bro. Riding a fucking dead horse. This is so fucking badass.
And that was actually a real horse that they put coverings on. You see this queen out there with no head on it. It's like, damn. Right here, you kind of feel for him. You're like, man, because you know that his queen had a baby in there. And he goes up to the headless body, puts his ear up to her belly, and doesn't hear anything. Like, oh shit, he's pissed now.
Like, it's fucked up, right? And Zack Snyder said he wanted people to have feelings for them, I guess. feelings for the zombies. So, you know, they weren't just this fucking mindless horde. You know, you saw that they had feelings. You know, this dude lost
again, like
his
we
chick.
know, this could be an alien for all we know. You know,
Yeah.
maybe he's just trying to start his civilization back. You know, and Batista's daughter's up to no good. She still wants to go find those girls.
It's like, bitch, like we have an hour and a half to get out of here, man. We gotta go.
Like, you're fucking shit up. Let them go. They're dead.
You're in Vegas. There's fucking money everywhere.
Yeah, they're waiting on Dieter. He's working on the vault, but they see a money cart there. It's got like 20 grand. Batista holds on to that.
Again, I would be packing that shit away. Let's go. We know our way out already. But okay, you see Zeus coming across his fucking coming back to his place. But if you see on the outside, it had like the story of Zeus and Olympus and shit like that. And while it's the old story, it has ties to what the hell's going on with them now and how he is now. And that I thought that was badass. Zack Snyder's always doing shit like that, man. Like he puts the story in front of you, and then you don't see it until you've seen the movie like 2 or 3 times, and you're like, hey, fucking, you know, or you know, nowadays you go to YouTube and kind of see all that shit. Someone puts it together for you.
Yeah, I still find it funny. So Dieter's got his ear up to this big old safe, and he hears a click, and he's like, I did it. That's it. I done it.
Boom. So they're gonna open it up, and that little bit of money that they found on the outside, it ain't shit compared to what's gonna be behind the door.
So we got the coyote. She knows he has homeboy has the head of the queen, and she finds a money machine. She's like, I'm gonna swap it out while he's not looking. 'Cause she don't want him to have that. You know, she knows that dude fucked up.
Again, too, she's about the money, so if that's something that she can have and she could be the one to turn over, that's fucking money. Here we go. We hit the fucking payload. We're ready to get the fuck gone. I'll tell you, that's the buddy cop relationship we missed out on, man.
Vanderho and Dieter.
Yep.
Need a separate movie with them too.
Okay, because we don't see, you know, we really don't see what happens to Dieter, you know.
This part, Guzman's like making it rain. They're all in awe with all this money. I'd be like, let's hurry up. We don't have much time. Let's go. Let's go. They're just all in amazement of all this cash.
For me, there'd be no fucking celebrating until we're flying the
like,
fuck
let's
out.
go. They're just kind of like nonchalant, like, and then look at all this money. Until Batista's like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
They're all happy, and then it's like, oh shit, in 20 minutes, this fucking place turns to dust, man.
And then no one sees Batista's daughter just walk away.
I'd be like, fucking 20 minutes to pack up all this shit. You got 10, let's go. And I like this fucking, the way they're all rallying around him. Do you see that one there? There's the blue eyes, but, you know, this is the craziest fucking shit ever.
I know. This is where I was like, what? Zeus brought the headless body back to their hideout. And he digs in her belly. Just to see, I guess, the baby and how it is. That's where it's blue right there. You see that?
Yeah, it's blue, and you see.
And then it turns.
Yeah, and you saw like there's some shit going on. Like it wasn't just blue. It was like fucking like a sparkling blue. You know what I mean? There's alien shit going on. And they had a big ass fucking head like an alien.
Yeah.
Something weird, bro.
Took that little baby out of the belly.
Because they don't say, you know what I mean?
Which is obviously dead, and he's pissed.
And we saw our fucking blue-eyed zombie there. Like, there again, it's a long movie. It's 2.5 hours, which is why we jumped into it pretty quick. But there's a lot of parts that they're not telling us, and they didn't just give it away. Like, they didn't fucking, you know, force feed it to us. It's like, this is what's going on. They put it in there, and they're leaving it for us to be like, what the fuck was that?
like I said, you don't feel that it's 2.5 hours when you're watching it. But some people say it's too long. Maybe it didn't need some things, but I liked it. Like I said, some things I wanted more of.
Yeah. Because again, it goes into that part where, they show the different people dead there that are wearing exactly what they're wearing. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, it's not that they show it; it's that they never go back to it. Like, what the fuck?
Like I said, people might say that could have been cut out, but
yeah,
I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah, but it's because it's one of those movie tropes where they show you something. There's a reason they showed it to you because they're gonna call back to it. But they show you something, they don't really call back to it. It's like the blue-eyed zombie. Like, they don't call back to that. I don't believe.
And then this part too, people may say we didn't need, but get Maria and Batista talking about why they did it and this and that. And she pretty much tells him that she's into him. She's like, I'm here because of you.
Yeah. Hey, to me, this was like I was like, fucking, I thought he was going to do his fucking Mel Gibson speech, off the horse.
Yeah. So Zeus is pissed. He's got all the alphas out there now looking for these people. This is where, you don't get the slow shamblers. You get these fools running, jumping. And which is really cool when you see them all going at it. They said they got a lot of the parkour people and stuff.
Oh, yeah, you can see that shit.
To do all this right here.
Yeah, the way they're fucking jumping over
things and flipping and all kinds of stuff.
You a fan of The Office, right?
Yeah.
The parkour episode. Parkour! Yeah. As soon as I saw this part, I was like, parkour!
And even, we didn't talk about it, but the guy that plays Zeus, I tried looking him up too, and he's basically a stuntman.
Oh, okay. He wasn't.
If you look up his movie credits, it just says stunt, which is fine, I guess. He doesn't really talk in this movie; just growls.
Yeah, I like the way the fucking the Tigers just gets there and chills.
Now Batista's like, "Where's my daughter? Where'd she go?" Nobody saw her walk off because they were all loading up the money. He's like, "Damn it! I know where she is. She went after those stupid girls."
And he's got to go, right? Because that's the part, right? He's got to go. But for me, it's like the rest of them need to go too. Like,
yeah, this is where. Oh man! So Maria just told him that she's there for him, and he's like, "Oh, I got to go after my daughter." They open up the elevator to see all these alphas, and they grab Maria right away and just snap her head, twist it all the way around. And you're like, "Oh!" I think that was the only really "Oh shit" moment.
Oh shit! Yeah. Because even now, man, she fucking turns around. But I saw this in the previews. And when I saw that zombie fucking dodging like that, I was like, "Oh,
that's where, man, you don't."
This is a fucking badass different movie.
You don't see this in zombie movies. He was dodging all his punches and stuff. Like, what? Now Batista's all emotional. He's like,
"Fuck, dude!" It's just fucking seeing her.
And they show Maria laying on the ground with her head backwards. Like, oh my god!
Right, it's all fucking death becomes her.
Now they're like, we got to get the hell out of here. But my thing too is like the coyote chick, she knew, she had to know this was coming.
Yeah.
It's like she couldn't have told him earlier. It's like, hey, we gotta go.
But for the thing too is like even the fucking bad dude, this dude here, it's like I think they have a movie if he just tells them, hey man, we're trying to get this. We know there's this fucking there's these alphas. We're trying to get their blood.
If he would have just told him what his plan was, maybe it would have worked out different. So again, he used his key card to get out of this ladder. And if it was me, I mean, I would use them to help me get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, he decides to trap them down where the vault is at. He's like, laters.
And it's stupid. Like, again, from the beginning, I wouldn't trust this motherfucker. And that's why I said, like, you know,
they should have used him as bait. Shoot.
So here he comes, and look, and this motherfucker, he's smart enough to wear the fucking he wears this fucking metal mask. It's like, did this dude make that shit?
Zeus puts on like this gladiator mask that protects his head. They're trying to shoot him in the head. Bang, bang.
Right. And now it's an issue where they're shooting
blue
him.
eyes.
I'm telling you, bro, something's going on.
The coyote grabs the saw and just starts sawing a hole in the wall.
And that was the thing too about him putting the metal mask on. Okay, once he put that on, now everyone's shooting him right in the face. It's like,
I know they weren't doing that earlier. He sees they're out of bullets, takes it off.
Like, dude's smart, man.
Vanderhoek thinks he's gonna take him on 1-on-1. So it's him and Dieter. Dieter's like, I can't fight this guy,
bro. And this motherfucker gets him, man. Like, this is he just wears his ass out. Like, he knows how to fight. And it's kind of crazy because he don't just fucking go after him right away and kill him. Like, he's pissed, man. Again, he doesn't know which is the one that killed his fucking chick. He just knows someone killed this chick. He's fucking torturing this motherfucker. Oh. He's gonna make him pay.
This has got to be where it happens, right?
It has to be. He has to have gotten bit, like, either right here or something. They don't show it, though.
Yeah, but it would make him an alpha if he got bit by this guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're jumping to the end.
But again, like, it for me, it kind of makes their relationship whole or whatever.
Right there, Zeus was about to bite Vanderhoek, and Dieter knocks him over the head, pushes him in the vault, pushes Vanderhoek in the vault, and starts to close it.
And again, it looked like he was closing them both in. Why didn't he just continue doing that?
Yeah, pretty much sacrifice himself. My thing is, did the vault close? Because if not, Zeus could have just opened it back up.
Did it lock, right?
Yeah, did it lock? That's what I mean.
Again, if it did and he gets out at the end, I don't know. You know, it had to have, right?
This is where we get the bad guy. He thinks he's making off with the head of the queen.
He slowly fucking realizes
zombie guts.
It's fucking, and it's the thing too. It's like, if you've ever carried something hard in a bag, you know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, he's realizing, shit, it's not the head, it's a stupid money machine.
Yep.
And we get Valentine, the tiger.
Yep, finally does something fucking cool.
Just been chilling out the whole time. And I like this because, man, this is a cool scene because this tiger fucks him up dirty.
Right. And then you see that she's just playing with him, right?
Yeah, just throwing him around.
Right. They're fucking, it's probably the same one that bit Roy in the head, or Siegfried, whichever one it was.
I like this though.
Cause you see the fucking war wounds that she has. She's gone through some shit too, right?
Yeah, man.
Fucking, Valentine's missing an eye. She has a hole in the side of her. Look at it. She's just playing around. She's having some fun.
She's tossing him around like a rag doll. And then she starts swiping at him. It's like, kudos to the makeup crew. Because, man, he looks dirty.
And that
when his face is all tore up. Look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Have you ever seen, like, you have dogs, but I have a cat at home. I have a fucking cat. And, you know those big-ass fucking beetles that are outside?
Yeah.
Like the what you call it? Every once in a while, man, like fucking one comes in, and that bitch just goes to town on those. And she just fucking, she don't kill it right away. She just plays around, throws it around a little bit.
Oh, this is so awesome.
It's what we wanted to see in The Walking Dead, right?
Tiger just grabs his face and just rips it apart. It's awesome.
And we go. The parkour zombies are fucking going through. Of course, they got to jump on everything.
So pretty much all we got left is we got the coyote, we got Guzman,
and Batista.
And his daughter's still out looking for those girls.
And these fucking, the fucking zombies, they're not the mindless fucking zombies that are just gonna stand there. These motherfuckers,
yeah, these are the alphas.
Dodge, yeah,
these are the alphas.
They're fucking coming.
Parkouring on top of all the slot machines.
And it's not like we haven't seen fast zombies before, because we have. right? We've seen it a lot. We've seen 28 Days Later, Dawn of the Dead. They were running like motherfuckers, but we've never seen zombies like this because these motherfuckers are on another level, man. They got the super soldier serum or something.
For real.
They're fucking the Captain America zombies or something.
It's just a cool scene. This reminds me of a video game.
Yeah.
Like, is it House of the Dead, that video game? Where you're just like, just shooting them down. It's like they're all coming, just taking them out.
And fucking Bautista's going to town, man. And he's showing you, you know, the badass that he is. But, you know, our boy over here, Guzman, as well. Like, fuck. That fucker tore his fucking bag of money.
I know, right? It's like, damn. He only had like one bag with him. That's all they had left. And that it's just flying in the air now. You're like, fuck. Now it's just a matter of just surviving. Our
boy. But again, you saw too, is the one that got to him that took off his bag was the blue-eyed zombie. Shoots him in the head. It's an exo fucking skeleton that he has.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Yeah, Guzman, he's like, fuck, I'm bit. He's all the money flying. He's like,
the money's raining down on them.
He's like, screw. I always like when they pull the grenades that are on them. All the zombies are hoarding on them, and
again, is it the fucking another fucking big ass fucking explosion?
Which I don't think grenades do that.
You know, now it's just fucking our team's down to 2. You know, we still got our girl at the top waiting for us, but you know, slowly but surely this guy's hunting him down.
I like the silhouette of Zeus, just like, it looks like he's got a dress on almost.
You see Zeus starts seeing he's fucking losing his people too, man. All this army that he made already, he's losing.
We got Batista's daughter looking for those girls. It's like, come on. Again, all the extras messing things up.
Right? It was a simple in and out fucking movie. Danny Ocean would have never let this happen. We got to do the fucking Ocean movie. And of course, right? Of course, it's this motherfucker.
We got Theo. Theo Rossi, the security guard, who got turned earlier in the film. He seems to be like the only one there. Everybody else took off to go find these guys.
Yeah, it made me think like he didn't turn as fast.
Maybe.
Here we go.
Now we're at the top. Top of the casino, ready to take off in the helicopter.
And here's this thing too. It was like, okay, so does he want? He wants his queen's head. You know, because I understand that.
I don't know what the purpose would be now, right? Because the head's still alive, but still.
Yeah.
Growling and whatever.
Yeah. Again, you read that zombie book, it'll tell you the head, removing the head don't kill it. But at the same time, it's like, if he got the head back, what's he gonna fucking do with it?
I don't know. He still wants the head. He got the coyote threatening him with the head. Like, you're gonna throw it over the side of the building if you don't let us go.
And again, they're communicating to each other.
Yeah.
The head's growling. Communicating to back to him. Fucked her up, bro.
Oh yeah, Zeus throws this spear. Right in her.
That was one of the best fucking things I saw in the movie. I was just like, hell, fuck. You know what? Fuck this bitch. She's been shady the whole fucking movie. Good.
She's like, you know what? Well, screw you then. I'm throwing this head over the side.
I wanted to see that motherfucker jump over. Like,
yeah,
I
go
thought
after it.
Yeah, I thought that's what we were gonna fucking.
I like that head splat.
Hey, he was gonna go get her like fucking Batman.
So Batista's like, I know where my daughter's at. Let's go to that other casino.
And for me, the fucking Zeus there, he was gonna turn her. Like, cause she ain't gonna die from that fucking bar going through her arm, whatever.
And the Chinkas the pilot is like, we don't have a lot of time. Are you kidding me? You want to go get your daughter? We need to get the hell out of here. So she's struggling with herself. She's like, oh, shit. You know, do we go? Do we not go? We got to get out of here.
At the same time, like, it's like, I'm getting the fuck out of there.
I would have taken off. I was like, you know what? Nah, we're leaving.
Like, they didn't get no fucking money.
Yeah. Especially with no money? Be like, nah.
They didn't get nothing.
Forget your daughter. She's dead.
Yeah. She ran off. She went into the Alpha's hide.
That's her own fault. And she's like, oh my God, you're still alive.
Because what good is this going to fucking do?
Yeah,
needed
a reason for her to be there, I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
No, but I totally understand that part. Like, yeah, you know, you needed a reason for her to go back. You need a reason for her to be there, whatever the fuck. But why? Like, again, it doesn't, for me,
she wanted to save that lady because she has kids?
Like, where I run into problems with movies is when people do shit that don't make fucking sense. Like, I give you, for instance, like, everyone loves, well, not everyone loves, but like, people like the Jeepers Creepers movie, right?
All right.
The first Jeepers Creepers, you see him throwing a body down a well, and their whole thing is, okay, well, he left. Let's go back and see what that body he threw down a well. If I see someone throwing a body down the well, I don't want to fucking be there, right?
Yeah, let's go.
So for the rest of the fucking movie, my wife was pissed because she liked it, but I'm like, their dumbasses didn't need to go fucking back. I like Jeepers Creepers 2 better than 1, though, by the way. But I'm just saying.
I don't think I've seen 2.
2's a lot better, man. Ooh.
Again, went after these girls, and right away, one's dead. So one already died.
Yeah.
There was only 2 left, and now it's just the mom with the kids left, and Theo Rossi bit her. Now he's dead.
Now, for the most part, she's coming through, and she's shooting everyone in the fucking head right away. Theo Rossi comes up, she fucking can't get a shot off. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, be consistent. Here we go. He's fucking back. He's got some of his soldiers with him.
Zeus is back. He's like, what the hell are you doing? You're taking this girl. I had plans for her. I don't know what they were, but I had plans.
Yeah, they were deviant in nature.
Batista coming to save the day.
And the fucking parkour zombies don't play, bro. They one of them, like, again, you know, she just busted off a few good headshots right now. But she couldn't shoot that dude before he fucking bit her friend. And again, the friend was left on the ground, bitten by an alpha. She's gonna fucking turn.
Yeah.
You gotta shoot her in the head, bro. That's the way these things, that's the way it works. That's the rules.
Out of ammo again. Zeus is after the girls.
Fucking Zeus is smart enough to wait till they fucking run out of ammo, too. I think at that point where they were just gonna fucking take it, you know? Like, fuck it, here comes the mean one.
And he just happened to come to the door right in between Zeus and the girls.
Yeah, he had one shot.
Why did he shoot away? I would have shot it right at him.
Right?
We get back to the roof, and the pilot took off. He's like, God damn.
Because of course she fucking did, right?
I would have taken off.
Fuck wouldn't.
Like, your stupid ass wants to go down there. No, I'm out.
Yeah. You didn't bring me no money back. I ain't getting shit from this. Fuck you.
So now they're like hopeless. It's like, oh my God.
And then again, every time there's a scene like this in a movie where there's a helicopter, you have to hear it, right? Like, again, if a helicopter is anywhere near you,
you're gonna hear
it. Trust me. I live in the ghetto. I hear the ghetto bird all the fucking time. Fucking driving around looking for someone. You hear it.
She's like, wait, do you hear that? And it was right outside, like literally right there. She pops up the top.
All these fucking movie tropes, man. It's like, wait, do you hear that? Yes, bitch. We fucking hear it. And it's not like it's it's one of these new model fucking
plane. And again, they're like having a conversation. Get in the damn helicopter.
Let's go. What the fuck are you waiting
for? They're like
for?
having a moment. They're like, hurry up and get in.
And I'm telling you, fucking Alpha Male here, I thought he was going to have a fucking Captain America scene where he was holding on to the building and holding on to the helicopter at the same time.
I was looking for a head chop off right there.
Yeah, I was too.
Of course, they waited too long, and Zeus jumps in the helicopter with them.
And that wasn't necessary. The whole fucking dive that she did, like, I didn't get that part at all. Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe she lost control for a minute.
And again, this is like the whole deal is, what is it like?
He was close range. He couldn't have shot his head right there.
Everyone else though, fucking bots, headshot, and he couldn't get this fucking shot off.
And he's struggling with the gun, and Batista shoots the pilot.
Again, but then it clicks back, right? She's not. She doesn't look. It looked from the splatter and everything. It looked like he shot her right in the fucking head against the fucking thing.
I know.
And
all kinds of blood. And I don't know if I missed it. Like, I was questioning it the first time I watched it, and right now, what happened to that other girl? Did they?
No, she's still in there, right? She's still in there. That's the most fucked up things. That he breaks his fucking arm. But again, none of these people are strapped in. The fucking helicopter's been bouncing around all this whole fucking time, but they're just fucking walking around like normal. And we see there's the bomb fucking headed there.
Coming.
Yep. You don't run from an atom bomb.
Oh, there she is.
And this bitch isn't like, hey, where's my kids? You know?
All right.
What happened to my kids? Did they get away? Like, what the fuck happened?
I like how like the gun is always like on the verge of falling off. He goes to grab it. Oh, and he bites Batista. Zeus bites Batista. He's done.
Again, Bautista's holding on with his broken fucking forearm.
The one's sticking out. Now he grabs the gun. Finally.
There's that classic.
Boom. You
Okay.
see the blue sparks?
Yeah.
And just like the blue in the baby.
It's like the blue in those zombies' eyes. It's something's fucking going on, man.
They're aliens. Finally, they kill Zeus. Pilot shot though. She's losing control.
Yeah.
They're getting the after blast or whatever you call it from the nuke.
Yeah, so again, this gave me, I was like, fuck, man, we're going to talk about this movie. I just talked about the fucking Mist movie the other day where everyone just fucking dies. Like, this gave me Mist feelings like, fuck, they escaped, but they all fucking died. Because who the fuck walks away from that crash? But again, we see.
Then we get a shot of Scorpion to knock up, like, showing the nuke blow up Vegas, and he doesn't see a phone call. And he's like,
Yeah.
like, no big deal.
I didn't get what I was looking for.
So
This bitch is tough.
But that other, the mom's probably dead, right?
They don't show her at all.
They don't show her. That's like,
The whole reason for the movie and the whole reason for her being a part of this movie, the whole reason for her going,
lady.
yeah, and we don't get shit from her.
Nothing. It's all your fault, stupid.
And then for the first time, she's like, Dad?
Yes, this is the first time she actually calls him Dad.
Yeah, she called him Scott the whole fucking movie, and now, oh, bitch, because you killed me, now it's dead.
She saw him get bit.
Yeah. And again, it's not like Dracula, because if he gets killed, they stay zombies, so.
See, the pilot's dead. Like I said, we're guessing the other girl's dead.
Because they don't even hint to it, or, hey, this happened to her, or whatever. Again, we don't see the fucking the Zeus's body either, but you know his head got split off, so we know he's dead. But remember, they were after vials of blood, you know, so his blood is still there. That helicopter crash, no one was surviving that shit.
No way.
No way.
Especially like he supposedly got thrown out. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and look at him. He's just there. Like, oh. He's like, you're gonna have to kill me, bitch.
Yeah, he's like, don't patronize me. He's all, it's not that bad. Like, girl, I'm gone already.
And again, like, this is the part that people didn't buy about Bautista. But again, I didn't think he was bad, man. I was like, you know what? He did all right, man. I wasn't fucking disappointed. I don't know who else I could think of that I would have saw in this role that would have made it better or more believable. So I'm good with it, man.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it earlier, but they had this little banter about getting a food truck. And he tells her earlier, oh, we should have artisan grilled cheese. And she's like, yeah, who doesn't like grilled cheese? And he's here dying. He's like, just to make it lighthearted, he's like, you know what? I've been thinking about it. It should be lobster rolls. So he still has that money, or that 20 grand or whatever it was.
Yeah.
He's like, here, take it. Do whatever you want. All that for about 20 grand.
Bro.
Oh, everybody did.
Yeah, he tells her, hey, he starts to say, he acknowledges that he left her.
Yeah. Says, sorry, I ran.
And probably the worst time. And again, as a kid that's been left at a bad time, like, hey, man, I wouldn't forget. I don't give a fuck what, man. I'm not fucking forgiving it. But, he, again, it does the job, right?
Yeah.
Like,
try to make that sentimental moment.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I think it was all right.
Yeah, you got the sun setting in the background. It's a story.
And
that's it.
And as usual, in any zombie property, comes a time where someone passes and they turn, and you got to do what you got to do. Could you shoot your dad?
Oh, yeah, my dad, yeah.
That was quick.
I would have to, right? Like, hey, I can do it. Again, the scene with the earlier where like he killed the wife, like, I don't know, man. Like, that's something I don't know.
That'd be hard.
Yeah, the wife, the kids thing. I got it. No, bro, I don't think I could. But again, it's just like fucking. I take him to a park or something. It's like when that fucking that pet in your house fucking tears up everything. You don't want him no more. Come on, we're gonna take a ride to the park. Okay, where the fuck is this from? That helicopter just came around.
I know. I think they're just like looking at the disaster. It's a movie.
And then we cut back, right? And our boy is still there. There was one survivor.
So we got Vanderhoof, which Dieter threw him in the vault, which we're assuming it was underground and reinforced steel all around. So why wouldn't it survive? Why wouldn't he survive? And my question was like, did that vault lock? But maybe it blew open during the whole explosion, maybe.
And then you see like there's all this fallout, right? So you gotta imagine a fucking nuclear bomb fell. There's radiation, right? Like
you would think so, yeah.
Again, it's not something that he can just walk through. But if we start to factor in that, you know what?
It's a movie.
It's a movie, and he was bit by the alpha.
Yeah.
I
don't know if he realizes it at this point. He's walking with the bags of money. Finds a house. No one's there.
Like, again, if he got bit, like, it's going to take some time. It usually doesn't take this long for them to turn, right?
Yeah, like, we didn't see how long it took for old Theo Rossi.
No, but like, in the beginning when we saw the army soldiers get bit.
Oh, yeah, they
fucking turned right away. This motherfucker walked from Vegas to some fucking little out.
Yeah, that had to have taken hours.
And goes to a fucking airport, gets a plane, buys a plane.
Yeah, he's like, I want to rent that jet right there. And the lady's like, that's a privately owned jet. We can't just rent it. He's like, hold up. How much money you want? And greedy Americans, of course. Let me see what I can do.
Now that motherfucker's eating lobsters.
The lobster roll.
It calls back to it, man.
There's a couple stewardess on the jet. And he's like, hey, let's make a toast. And like, oh no, we can't do that. You know they're gonna get down.
All right, he's rich, but he starts not feeling so well.
They do their toast, and he kind of stumbles a little bit. They're like, you okay? You okay? He's like, I'm good.
Because up until this point, the way they've been seeing that people are sick, or it's been a temperature deal, right?
Yeah, they check their temperature.
Yeah.
Not like COVID where you get a fever. It's like their temperature drops. And she tells him, you're cold. You feel cold. He's like, I'm fine. Heads into the bathroom in the plane. That's where he's like, oh, shit.
And this is where we find out, like, not only did he get bit and he's infected, But they're on their way to fucking Mexico City.
Yeah.
One of the most populated cities in the fucking
world. Right as he notices the bite, comes on the intercom. We're heading to Mexico City. Oh, shit. And he just starts laughing.
And honestly, like, to me, I would think he would do the right thing, but I don't know. We're gonna see. And yeah, like you said, he sets it up. Are we gonna go to Mexico City now? Who knows? I'm sure Netflix will give Snyder the money. Dude, I mean, fucking Netflix is spending like crazy, but they're making like crazy too.
One thing about this movie and Zack Snyder, he loves music.
Yeah. Dude,
there are so many songs in this movie.
Well, he had to get Zombie in there.
Yeah, you got Zombies by the Cranberries. They're just the whole soundtrack, the whole movie. You just pick up on songs that like I want to know how much of the budget was just getting rights to those songs.
And then if you're making a movie in Vegas, you have to have Elvis.
Yeah, of course.
It's in the rules.
Well, that was a movie. That was a long ass movie.
It was good, but it flowed at times. At times, it does. Like I said, when I first talked about it, and there's parts that drag a little bit, but there's also parts that, like you said, you want a little bit more.
Yeah,
I wanted to see a little bit more.
I think it was a good mix. I mean, for a long movie, yeah, there were some things that could have been left out, some things I wanted more, but overall, I thought it was pretty good.
Again, it's hard because we talked about it before the movie. There was so much of the zombie genre out there, and again, like you said, even Zack Snyder probably admitted that by now it's a little bit played out. When The Walking Dead hit, it kind of it led to this resurgence of zombies.
Everybody was doing zombies.
Yeah, so it was everywhere, and
even on the Disney Channel.
Yeah. And you can see how it got played out, but this gave us a different kind of tint to it. It came from a different side, and it hit us in a different way. That it came pretty good.
A show we didn't talk about, Santa Clarita Diet. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Drew Barrymore.
No, is it zombies?
She's pretty much a zombie, but yeah.
What the fuck?
It's a cool show. Yeah, but let's get into it. Let's see. Best part of this movie.
Yo, you're gonna go first on this.
I'm gonna go first this time. What? Put me on the spot.
I don't want to take away your best part of the movie.
I think my favorite part of the movie, even though it was lacking a little bit, I wanted more. This was one thing I wanted more, was the whole intro of the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really like that a lot. I just dig that. I like that about all the heist movies or team up movies where they show all the intros and the background of the characters. I mentioned Armageddon, how when they're bringing the team together,
yeah,
everything that they're doing. I really dig that a lot.
Okay. For me, again, I'm like you. I like that aspect of it. I like the whole fucking we're doing ocean zombies.
Yeah. I was down. I was down for a heist movie.
But then the little bit of a buddy relationship we had between Van der Rohe and Dieter.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Like when I saw the first preview, I saw Dieter in the middle with the bat, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, who the fuck brings a bat?" I thought they were gonna. It showed the story of almost a Suicide Squad, right? Put together, right? Yeah. But I like the Van der Rohe Dieter relationship, and up until she died, man, I was happy there was a chola in the movie.
She was a badass.
I'm telling you, man.
Sad girl.
La sad girl.
All right, what else we got here?
Surely you can't be serious.
Surely you can't be serious. What was the thing that you didn't like about this movie?
I didn't like the whole fucking extras, like you said, like the Bautista's daughter fucking going after that girl, and then we don't fucking hear anything about it at the end.
Made no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. It really, other than to have a separate distraction, like for me, the whole heist part and getting out of there was enough for me. They didn't need that extra part of it.
Yeah, I'm. For me, it's the same thing. I have his daughter, but I think the whole quarantine area made no sense to me. They just didn't need that at all.
Yeah,
they didn't need that. They didn't need his daughter. Maybe his daughter should have been a badass or something and joined the team that way. But I mean, yeah, it just made no sense. Yeah, I didn't understand that whole part at all.
And in a movie that's like 2.5 hours long, I didn't think they needed that part of it. There was a way that you could have put the daughter in with them, like, you know, just the coyote thing aspect of it.
Yeah,
they didn't have to
maybe
have that extra part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe they could have showed the daughter was a volunteer and she knew how to get in. You know,
yeah, or something. You know, it's just like I said, the whole mom with the kids aspect of it. Again, I could have done with that one.
And I think all that was just to have some interaction with the daughter. But,
yeah.
You know what? Now that I think about it, we probably didn't need that at all. If it was just a zombie heist movie and that's it,
yeah,
I would have liked that too.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
If I can change,
Я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился сегодня.
and you can change.
Everybody can change. I need to make that shorter. If you were to change anything, that's a tough one. I mean, it's not tough. I think I would just go on what I had said. I mean, I would take out the whole quarantine or daughter stuff, those ladies stuff. We didn't need those at all. And add some more, maybe more tigers. You know, why was it just one?
Right? Like,
and they have like 8 or 9 of them up there.
Yeah, they had a whole fucking menagerie. Like, for me, I would have added more aspects of that, or change anything. It's like how I know they showed a little bit of how they quarantine, but how did they keep it contained just there? You know what I mean? There's some aspects that they kept people from escaping. How did that happen?
Yeah, well, you figure some of them escaped because you had homeboy Guzman making videos shooting zombies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I guess maybe the main area was Vegas. But
also played to the fact more of the team building part of it. You know what I mean? Like we talked about earlier, it's like I would have showed them going to different places to get different people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, you know,
like we said, everybody seemed to be right there.
Yeah. I didn't mind the 2.5 hours. You know what I mean? But there was some stuff, like I said, could have got cut, and some stuff they could have built upon to make it 2.5 hours or whatever.
Yep. And what do you think? Well, it looks like they're leading up to a sequel, but sequel, spin-off, what do you think?
Well, I'll just say first of what I've heard is that they're doing some sort of prequel to
Really?
it. Yeah. But for me, I'm interested in the Mexico City aspect of it. Because while we saw 2 of our Raza in this movie, there's gonna be a bunch of them now, right? Yeah. How are the Mexicans gonna deal with it? You know what I mean? And don't fucking show us all fucked up and, you know, we're a third world country, so, you know, we're gonna fucking, you know, we're gonna be beating them with, like, there's gonna be some badass Mexicans in there that are gonna fucking stop this shit.
When I heard him say Mexico City, I was like, oh well. Fear the Walking Dead, they did a whole season in Mexico, so I was like, oh, are they gonna do that? But no, Snyder, he'll probably come up with something else.
And 2, it's like, I want, like I said, I kept talking about it. There's something else going on there. There's something else in there where, like I said, either the government's in on it, of course, but there's an alien aspect that we need to see.
That was my thing. I wanted to see more, maybe a prequel, leading up to that convoy.
Yeah,
it's like was it an alien? I mean, they were coming from Area 51. You got the whole like blue eyes and this blue essence about them,
and the flat out UFOs in the beginning.
Yeah,
Again, you could totally see a movie leading into it that ends with those two things flying away.
And
over the convoy.
Where was that transport going?
Yeah,
where was that convoy going?
Again,
was it because we saw those two ships and they're like, oh shoot, we need to get this thing out of here?
But that was the thing. Like, it's like, what were those two ships? Where was the convoy going? Again, it's coming from Area 51. Where did that guy come from? You know what I mean?
Right.
So there's stories to be told.
Yes, sir.
So we get down to it.
Oh, I wanted to go before we give our taco rating. I wanted to go over some stuff, some of the comments from our Facebook group.
And again, people, get on our Facebook page. Now Watch This Watchers, or our Facebook group. Now Watch This Watchers. Our Facebook page. Now Watch This Pod. With Lucky and Joe, it's like, go on, comment.
And if you leave comments, you're gonna be on the show. We're gonna talk about you guys right now.
Yeah, and another part, go to our Instagram, follow us on TikTok, give us some reviews, give us some breakdowns. Have you seen any reviews left for us, like on Spotify or anything like that? I know there's some.
I haven't checked yet.
And then 3leggedrabbit.com. Get your shirt, get your gear, take a picture of your gear, send it to us. Shout out to Ryan Little, Brian and Madeline. They're friends of ours. Ryan took a picture of his shirt, and then he was playing. I don't know if you saw in the background. He was at his Magic the Gathering game. So, you know what, man? Me and Luck are gonna have to give Magic a try if our fans are doing it.
I don't know about that.
We're going to. Ryan, invite us over. We'll sit in for a game.
All right. So going to the comments from you guys about this movie, we have Stephanie Guerrero Leon. She says, gotta say, a lot of interesting stuff going on in this one, but overall it was too bad. Oh, well,
I think she meant it wasn't too bad, right? I think
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just typo. I agree, it wasn't too bad, if that's what you meant.
Yeah. Again, friend of mine, Bobby, that I work with, he was texting me when he found out what we're gonna do, and he's like, "Dude, like zombie movies are my thing," and I was like, "Oh, we already got plans." So. But he talked about he genuinely appreciated the high profile zombie flick that was done well, new angles on the zombie evolution. The hardest thing to believe was that the American government would be able to act fast enough to contain the virus.
That's we've facts seen right there. Like I said, it would take a long ass time to get some shipping containers to surround the whole Las Vegas Strip.
Yeah, and I like Phil Bustos coming in, and he liked it. He had some corny moments, but it had a Zombieland feel to it. Gave it a 3 popcorns out of 5. I had to tell him,
hey, we
Phil,
do tacos around here.
We do tacos around here, Phil.
And he came and said 3 out of 5 tacos.
But Phil, I want to know what kind of tacos they were for you, buddy. I need to know. Were they crunchy tacos? Were they fucking Taco Bell? We need to know.
Jack in the Box tacos? Those are good, though.
Yeah. They're good when you're fucking drunk at 3 a.m.
And we get Mr. Mervine.
Yeah.
He says it was pretty fun as far as zombie movies go. I watched it like I was playing a video game. I got that vibe too.
Yeah, it's very video game.
Especially in the casino area where Batista just shooting them all down.
But it was good.
Yeah, man. So like I said, comment on our stuff. We'll read your comments on the show. Get everybody involved. We enjoy that stuff.
Yeah, man. The interaction with the fans is something we want to do, and we want to do more of. But Lucky, what was your tacos?
My taco rating. So I love zombies. I like zombies a lot. I enjoy zombie everything. I enjoyed the movie a lot. I like Zack Snyder. There's a lot of good things in this movie. But I would say I would have to give it 3 asadas.
3 asadas.
Yeah. 3 asadas. The mini tacos, 3 asadas.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny you say that, man. And I'm like, I tell people just like, it's crazy. It's like me and Luck just started fucking hanging out and know each other. Like, but we're very similar in what we like. I was thinking too, it's 3 mini tacos. and the reason I say it's mini tacos from the taco truck is because they give you all the extras with it, right? Like,
yeah, like
it's got all this shit around it. Like, it's got the limes, the cilantro, the onions, everything like that. You know, even comes aside with borracho beans.
Yes, sir.
But it's only 3 because, you know, sometimes after the mini taco set, you're still kind of hungry, right?
Yeah, they're mini tacos.
You know, we still want more, but you know, we are a little bit satisfied with all the extras that we got in it and everything like that. So. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Luck. Let's go with 3 mini tacos.
Yes, sir. That's what I like. But again, like Joe said, follow us on all social media. Leave us some comments, what you want us to see. We're still figuring out how to get you guys involved in that, but
yeah,
we'll figure it out.
And you know, if you're on Apple and you listen on iTunes, give us a rate. 5 stars. If you listen on Spotify, wherever you listen, give us a rate, give us a review. Hey, fucking tag us and share the post on social media. Follow us on the bird, as they say.
So once we get it more, get this more fine tuned, we want to announce what the next show at the end of our show. So we do have a plan, right, for the next episode.
Yeah, it looks like next weekend. Inspired by our podcast brothers in Just Another Friday Night, they had a wrestling show this past week, and we got into it with them, and we were talking about some of the wrestling, but while maybe I don't know we're as big wrestling fans as they are. I am. I'm a big wrestling fan.
You're gonna be the expert on this. I know a little bit of WWF. WWE, I don't know anything.
Well, that's what we're gonna go into an old WWF movie, and we're gonna get into No Holds Barred next week. So
let it rip. whatever they said.
Yeah. So as we'll start posting about that on our social media, and you can let us know what were your thoughts of it, what were your memories of it, Yeah,
and that's what we want to do too. We want to do the new ones, new movies, old movies, and everything in between.
Yeah, because I guarantee you, there's while there's 1,000 podcasts out there about Army of the Dead, no one's covering No Holds Barred.
I doubt it.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
And we're getting our schedules straightened out and situated, but we want to have the great Jerry D from Totally Rad Christmas on the show with us. Jerry tackles everything in the 80s, so that's going to be right up his alley.
This is definitely an 80s movie.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So that's our show for this week, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, Army of the Dead, Zack Snyder. Very cool.
Yes, and again, give us your feedback. Continue to let us know what you thought of this movie as you get to see it on our Facebook group.
All right, and remember, as always, keep watching and keep listening.
Sir,
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Hey, life's a risk, carnal.
Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
I do a great impression of a hot dog.
Billy likes to drink soda.
So am I to understand that you men completed your training on your own?
That's the fact, Jack!
Come on, seriously, who is that?
I only came here to do 2 things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer.
I told him, just because we were talking wrestling a lot the other night on the thing, that maybe we do a wrestling movie and maybe we do No Holds Barred.
Yeah, we could do that.
And
I think he brought it up, right?
Like he can jump on with us, yeah.
He brought it up, I think. Dude, I remember seeing that. So I saw that one at the theater.
I saw that one at the theater too. I saw. Did you watch this movie?
Yeah, I watched it last night.
Okay. What'd you think?
I liked it, man.
So what do you think? We get into like the zombie movies of it, and then
zombies, and The Walking Dead, and
I
guess everything zombies, and then we can jump in. I'm just gonna start playing it though, because it's a long movie.
Fuck yeah, it's 2.5 hours. I texted you too.
I didn't
see
realize
that. I was
it.
like, dude, it's 2.5 hours.
Was Zack Snyder? I was like, oh shoot, it's a long movie.
He wanted to make sure there wasn't a Snyder cut.
It didn't feel like it though, and in some parts I wanted more too.
Yeah, and you can see at the end where it's they're planning on more. So
yeah, we can get into it. It's like makes you think.
So what's up, man? Where you been up to? How was your week?
Yesterday my daughter had a recital through her dance studio, which I don't know. I guess this might be the last one. I don't know. She hasn't decided yet. Because it was hard this year dancing with the studio and
the school.
And the school. They pretty much told her, because like at the studio you can do like or they make you do certain classes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But they pretty much told her if you just want to come and do your tap and that's it, that's fine. But
Is it what is it ranked at?
Number one.
Number one.
Shit. You ready or?
Yeah.
I don't want to keep you late.
No, we're good, man. We got any feedback on the show?
Yeah. I mean, I invited some people that that are in my other group, or the RLU group, and
oh man,
I seen they started commenting and stuff, and
yeah,
I was like, hey, that's cool.
And those guys are vicious on that RLU group, man.
They're they're just.
It's fun.
It's like
I see it.
It's like a group of friends that you just rag on all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And that's pretty much all they do. They just talk crap about each other. But they're fun.
Yeah, dude. I started watching this movie last night, or no, Friday night, and when I got out fucking got out of work on time, but I had a thing with my son, and we got out of that, and I started watching this movie, and I didn't know it was like rated RR, like a hard R.
With the chichas.
Yeah. Well, not even that, right? Just the beginning. The girl's fucking giving the guy head and shit. And I'm like, oh fuck. My daughter was there. I was like, oh shit.
I'm like, oh look, what's that over there?
Yeah. So she, my wife's like, oh shit, she ain't gonna be able to watch this. And I was like, yeah.
I think of that movie, Old School.
Yeah.
With Vince Vaughn, and he has his kids, and they start cussing. He's like, earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
All right, let's see. All right, you ready to start this thing?
Yeah. We can start.